show?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, I love that show. I
Hell
like
yeah.
the British one too.
Oh, I did know the brief. I've only seen the Chicago one though. I have not seen
Yeah,
the.
British one's
Chicago.
good.
I never
And
finished it though.
Oh, fucking
I
Kev
didn't
and his
either.
hot
I stopped
wife.
watching like
Ugh,
3
I
seasons
so
ago.
remember
hot.
seeing. I don't think this is bad. Like it's not a big deal. Like I remember seeing Ian and Mickey get married. I think. I don't know if you guys remember something like that. And I remember seeing Fiona leave. And that's vague. That's like one of the last things I remember. I love when Lip goes to college.
I think that's the last season I watched too.
That's like, and I think that's when
When
the show
Fiona
kind of.
left, I was like,
Oh,
"What?"
there's one season after because there's the COVID season and they do a TikTok dance and it's really bad. I remember that because Carl
Oh,
becomes
yeah,
a
I
cop.
never saw that one.
It's not good.
I don't like late Carl.
I like the idea of what they do with Carl. It's not as fun as when he's a fucking criminal. But like whenever like fucking Frank needs his leg broken and Carl just fucking sets him up and just fucking cracks his leg on the fucking table. Or there's so many good moments in that show. 80 damage or 80 heal. That makes sense. I thought it was the fucking name. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Youch.
You guys
Why
are
couldn't you do that to Strahd?
when I give another fucking. I think he did have heal. He just never used it. No one
Yeah,
needed
never
it.
had to. I never used my highest level spell until the last minute.
Smart.
Sunbeam.
That kind of happens when you have to fucking dash.
Here for my civil rights
Yeah, no,
sunbeam.
for one full round of Strahd, basically, I was just running. So you guys basically got a free bunch of heals that I never would have had time for if I wasn't running. All the revives and stuff, I would not have been able to pull it off if I'd actually had to be in combat. Thank you, Strahd, for running away.
Well, Mage's phase is super, not like super tactical. That's like when he's like in his normal mind, he just kind of keeps floating back doing crazy magic. Soldier gets a bit more savage and he does his running plays, and then the final vampire, he doesn't really run away when he's vampire. He just wants to charm people and get you guys to kill each other, and it didn't work.
Yes, it did.
No, he didn't. Well, he
For a
didn't get
little
you guys-
bit.
But
Oh,
like,
you guys
like,
didn't
like
actually
kill
hate
each other though.
that much, bro.
No, you guys did if you did like that was the you guys went through the charm easy. It could have been
like
way
in your
worse.
charmed state, I don't think you really hurt people that much.
There's a chance, AJ, you wouldn't have played last time. Or you would have, but it would have just been on the bad guys' team.
It would have
Could've
been
never-
you bashing our heads in.
It was
Well,
yeah.
there's
It would have been. It was a miracle that I broke out that
there's
early.
a chance you never break free, and there's a chance Godfrey gets charmed right after. And I have two fucking crazy high level bad guys at basically full health with a lot of ability still. It's not good. That phase made me scared because I could see a TPK spiral quickly if we did roll bad.
Godfrey was a fucking G.
Yeah, and he removed your other one. Imagine if he was charmed, he couldn't remove your last one.
Oh yeah.
Fiddlewick stayed I'm getting charmed.
And Piddlewick was a chat. Piddlewick for sure dies if people get charmed because I for sure was going to do a thing where I was going to have Odessa kill Piddlewick.
I lifted my axe to kill him. And Godfrey was like, no.
I mean,
You were free.
Katash almost killed Fiddlewick, so.
Yeah. Piddlewick's a fucking hero.
Fiddlewick just sits there. You didn't like my joke.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I need to go too much into a recap unless you guys need me to go over anything. As last time we defeated the Dark Lord of Barovia, it worked out incredibly well with all of us surviving. There were some people that were lost in the battle in the village, but because of the items you gave out, how quickly you were able to keep moving without doing any big rests, it basically worked out almost as good as it could have. And we went to the tavern and had some drinks and celebrated until the celebration got a bit more dour as we had to decide a vessel for Vampire, as in a month's time at the next full moon, Strahd will return as Vampire is able to bring back the amber pact that he made. He will bring back Strahd, and we would have to do it all over again. But to prevent that, Odessa, and maybe it's the reason she came here from the beginning, has decided to be the new vessel that will hold Vampire and bind him inside the sarcophagus. Time is going to be very loose this session, as all the things we do are kind of taking place over like a month roughly. That's where like your new level kind of comes in. Like I know like Alec, if you're still interested in doing that during this time, we can head over to like Madame Ava's tent, and you can ask her the question that you Discord messaged a little bit about.
Yeah.
you guys know you need to, and if you guys ever want me to take you to a map or whatever, feel free. Right now, I just put us in the village art because this is where we're at, and this village art's nice. You guys need to you need to collect a lot of salt for ritual circles. That's easily able to get. However, you need to bless the salt. So it's kind of up to you guys to figure out how you're going to bless the salt, as well as the ritual calls for 6 lanterns, and these lanterns must be blessed as well. The ritual calls for a vial of blood of a good man that still lives, and then you must collect amber, which you guys had all saw like as you a long while ago when we traveled to the Amber Temple. Like there's various like amber like chunks uh, around the snow and such, and we'll need to collect amber and then make it into a sarcophagus that would fit Odessa. Um, how would you like? And I could post this in the roll 20.
Does it have to be man's blood?
You believe man uh is just like it's sexism. It's a general term like man or woman. We always just think
Good
about mans.
person.
Blood.
But
of
it needs to be
Okay.
a well from a good yeah, but it would be a man or woman. Someone like Piddlewick wouldn't work. I mean, even if he was kind of evil, but like it needs to be like a person.
I'll probably use my blood then if
100%
I can.
doesn't work because you won't be living.
Oh yeah, Katosh, take one for the team
He will be good and he will be
if you
alive.
if you're good aligned.
Sure.
Nice.
I believe I would say Katosh is good aligned, and you guys are able to get a vial of blood from Katosh. And as
Okay,
long,
not all my blood. Sweet.
oh yeah, yeah, die
He
dog.
doesn't
Well, then
Die.
you wouldn't be alive, so then it wouldn't work.
It's a vial of blood, or maybe like it probably gets put in like an offering bowl. It's kind of up to you guys how you would like to flavor, but blood of a good man needs to be added as part of the ritual. You guys can easily get lanterns around the town, but as I said, they must become blessed.
Yeah, who do we know that can bless shit?
I mean, Emil's wife might work.
If you guys ever
Good.
struggle as well, not sure, you can always make religion checks, and I'll give you guys advantage as you're experts in Barovia as well. But if you guys ever have cool ideas, feel free as well. But if you ever need me to if you're not sure, you ever need to help or something.
There's no like priest at the church anymore. Ah, yeah, we can try Zelenko.
She's a druid. She might be able to.
If you would
Oh,
like,
hit up your wife.
if you'd like to ask Zulenka, she is able to perform rituals, and she can bless the salt and the lanterns. Emil's wife can do that.
Hell yeah.
Base lady.
Woman.
Thanks,
Bless
Melania.
the salt woman.
Easier. It'd be far away. Another way you guys would know is you could bathe these various items in the sacred waters at the crest.
Make it salt water.
Yeah, how would you bathe the soul? That's the question.
So it's a little bit of like don't think too hard about it because we had everybody died that was a priest. But it does.
Yeah.
It
Well,
does-
they're all
it does-
fucked up for the most part.
You could do the salt and then do like a prayer, and then you would just dry out the salt later. But Zulenka can also do it. That works.
I think
just fine.
Zulenka works fine.
That works just fine. And then how are you guys going to go about the collecting the amber is easy enough.
Yeah, that's just
how
on
would
the
you-
high road to the end.
How would you get it to who would you craft it into a tomb or a sarcophagus?
Fuck, we killed Henrix.
Um,
Him do it.
Is the blacksmith still around?
Wayland
Was it?
survived.
Yeah, Wayland. Yeah.
definitely hire him.
Schwarzenegger's still alive.
I know this
you
would
can-
also be a
You might be able
stretch
to
as
do
well. I
something.
am proficient with. I know it's a little different, but I am proficient with like glass blowing. Would I at least be able to assist with it?
Yeah, you can help out.
Good with like
And-
melting materials.
What's the use of blowing
Yeah.
on glass?
And
That's
you can help
a
out.
good question.
And Wisp and
I
Wayland can
will.
work together, and it's probably fucking dark. But like Odessa probably goes there and goes through fittings in the sarcophagus and gets it inside.
Oh,
How
sorry,
tall
like
am
said,
I?
It's a little short.
I'm 6'3". You gotta make it pretty fucking tall.
And
He's
you were
like
and you
We can't collect enough amber, so we have to choose someone short.
You were able. There's a lot. 'Cause it's been a long time, but they would haul amber up to the amber temple when being built and all the different stuff, and you guys saw like giant like blocks of it almost that were like that fell off of wagons at times or whatever. There's all sorts of amber that was kind of up in them.
We can't touch it though, so we still gotta wrap it and shit.
You can touch amber. Why can't you?
It's not.
I
It's not
thought-
like the amber necklaces that are. Like,
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
difference.
not shards of the.
So what you believe with those possessions, those ones are bad because those are specific amber pieces taken from sarcophagus that have the
Gotcha.
like a link.
Gotcha.
yeah, like Delbon, the Lord of Ice or whatever he was called, that Wiz dealt with. That was a specific chunk taken from his sarcophagus that was made into like a necklace or various charms and things like that. Because Ludmilla got a pact from him.
Understood.
Valen made a deal with one too.
It's true. I think, and we
Didn't
did.
last
Plague
very long
bitch,
time
yeah.
at all.
Weird one.
I don't
He's
think
a
we let her
traitor.
go though. I don't think we
Nope.
let the Queen of Pox
Nope.
go because I really
They
wanted
wouldn't
her.
let me.
I really wanted a new villain. I was gonna let that bitch.
Well,
do
what? You're welcome.
I'm assuming she would have fucked off, but I don't think I think she would have been a different campaign's villain probably.
She would have went. I would have put her in a Calcutech. She would have started infecting towns.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
But that is not that. But you guys did the good thing, and you kept her bound. And I don't know if I ever explained that because I forgot his name now. But the guy that you guys killed because he ran from you.
Villainous.
Nice, good remember. Villainous was going to go down there and release her because she was going to release the sickness that was on him, and then because she's a bitch, just kills him instead, and then she escapes. I don't know if I ever talked about that.
GG's. Haha.
And then that was kind of a little intro of like how bad the fucking like you guys already knew, but how bad like it would have probably pushed you really not to fuck with any sarcophagus at that point, or you would have been like, dude, that was cool. Let's touch all of them.
Let's touch every single
Let's all
sarcophagus.
get one. We're we so strong.
It's true. We've been really strong.
Those items are pretty easy over. So we had like that was pretty easy to get. Just for I know I've already said a couple times, and that's like the ritual that like is read off whenever like you're doing the thing, and that's just more for flavor. So if anyone wants to read that, you can see like hottest of rivers. Just imagine I don't even look when I fucking write.
Hey, I can't do it. Someone else has to do it.
Then unless there's anything else you guys want to do real quick, do you want to go to Madame Ava's tent? Vander will ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
We'll go. Do you want this to be private, or do you care if people follow you?
They can follow if they want to. He's gonna tell him what he's gonna ask her. So.
Then I guess if then you all follow with Volmarad / Vanril to the to learn about his Vistani heritage. You get to the Vistani camp, and there's a bit of like it's like lighthearted like nest like compared to there's been so much horror lately, and a lot of that vibe's gone from the people of this land as they slowly work to rebuild. Wiz was too big. She was a little lady.
Tiny.
Can I smoke in here? I can't remember.
Huge no smoking sign on the
Yeah,
wall.
she looks at you with her milky eye, and then does not answer that question. And she
I
then-
light up in front of her.
and then she takes she has you notice she has fucking like a hook. She probably has like a hookah. I'm trying to think what would be, but she smokes. She has I don't know if a hookah would be the right thing. That's more like a mosh.
I could imagine that.
Like an
Like
Indian pipe
incense.
thing.
Oh yeah, like a pipe, like a peace
That's
pipe.
what she has that type of thing going.
Nice. Aye, cheers. Cheers. This is a cigarette.
Well, heroes, I am surprised to see you back so soon. I was sure you'd be busy gathering what was needed.
I was hoping to speak to you.
Well, I am here. What is your question?
I've had a question that I've been wondering since I came to this land. Do you know much about my Vistani heritage?
I was waiting for you to ask. I thought you cared not for our people.
There were greater things at hand, I suppose, but I would like to know.
Well, Strahd had an infatuation with your grandmother. I do not know if she was a reincarnation or just another simple bride he wished to steal. But she refused him loving your grandfather instead. Once she became pregnant with your mother, your grandfather helped her escape the mist. But Strahd would not simply let her go. But, as our ancient pact with him, when Leo the Lion saved him from Ludmilla, or it wasn't Ludmilla, what is it? Lady Luganda. Lady Luganda. We are allowed to leave the mist, and he always kept up that bargain, even if he had a few tricks here and there. But your grandmother, pregnant, was allowed to run through the mist. But your grandfather, he was taken instead by Strahd, and we never saw him again. I'm assuming that he died a horrible death, but he saved his love. I believe your grandmother died shortly after giving birth to your mother. Strahd allowed us to leave, but we Vistani, those born here, we are soul-bound to Barovia. Many of us do not last long outside the mist. We all have a yearning to return once we leave. And it seems that if you push past this yearning, well, one's soul is forced to return. So she perished not long after giving birth. I do not know what happened to your mother long after that. I'm assuming she survived long enough to be able to have you, but you would know better than I.
I see. Thank you.
And thank you. Do any of the rest of you need anything from me before you continue gathering what you need?
I guess just thank you for me.
You do not need to thank me. All I did was show you the path. It is you that chose to walk upon it.
Well, I guess we'll get back to ending this once and for all.
I am looking forward to it. Good luck, heroes of Barovia. Alright. Is there anything else you guys wish to ask of Madame Ava or do, or anything in the Vistani camp or whatever?
I don't.
No.
Okay.
Don't think so.
Don't
That's
think
cool.
so.
Maybe just say bye to Casimir, see how his ears are doing, if he's there.
I think at this point you can for sure time is loosely, but I think he's back at the Velaki encampment.
Okay, cool.
Well, you can for sure stop by and check on it. In time's loose, but by the time it would be wrapping up towards the end of the month, his ears would be growing back.
Nice, that makes me happy.
Yeah, they are for sure growing back. You guys got the items easy enough. Okay, I have an event that's about to pop up. Before I get to that, is there anything you all, I guess, are doing before I have something happen? And my thing happening as you guys travel, collecting your various things, I'm gonna have an event happen. But before I do that, is there anything you all wish to do first?
Don't think so.
Okay. So, you guys all, and I don't think anybody fights Volmorad on this. I believe Wisp was on this team as well, as she will need to help getting inside the hallowed ground of Velaki. But you guys begin traveling to the various places of power throughout Barovia to drain the divinity from them. This is when you guys lose the Fey bus. The beacon of Arkenfoss will go away. The various little sources of divine power seem to be drained away as these strange anchors are placed instead. This consists of Glory, the Fae Sisters, Gazinarok as well, which probably makes Emil a bit upset, but I believe he's learned to accept it. But um, let's see. You guys have been in this land for about over 2 months, pushing closer towards 3 as you draw closer to the next full moon. and when you'll perform the amber binding ritual. But as you all travel, you end up upon a familiar area.
Stop.
Too familiar, it seems.
As you all come across a place that you had all once rested along the road. You
think like one of the
travel
first ones.
throughout this land, helping the people, collecting the fortunes Madame Ava told you about, so that you could all be the ones to finally end the Devil Strahd. And in this place you come across, the mist begins to stir, and you all begin to see a memory. A group of people sitting amongst a fire. Memories of a story that has now long since passed, but you remember it vividly. The mist begins to fade away as these various memories wash over you as you guys look upon this old campsite. You remember an instance of Faina being ambushed in the woods by an Alim as she banished it away. The stress overtaking Katash, and he almost sprinted and ran away into the woods before Busty took that stress away. And Busty as well taken the stress from all of you many times. The memory of meeting Busty at the tower, when he asked you to flip over that book that he had been, for centuries, leaning as far as he could to just read one word. Esmeralda arriving, bleeding profusely as you all debated how you would explain to this woman that you looted her caravan. Long ago, when you first entered the mist and began learning to trust each other inside the Durst Manor as you ran for your lives in this strange new land. Meeting Irina not long after, as you helped her and Ismark bury their father, which led to our first meeting with Strahd. Exploring the village of Barovia and first encountering Granny's delicious meat pies, which led to what might have been our first major vicious boss battle, as you joined with Van Richten and Esmeralda to defeat the hags of the mill. Another moment back in Valaki of guards confronting you all as you play it off as a simple performance and you guys began to punch each other. Aiding the Martikovs in clearing out the winery, where you then met Strahd once again in the basement, in a shock as he kidnapped Darovich, looking for the green Fey seed. Eventually searching for that gem as you traveled Yesterhill, meeting the Seer and battling hordes of undead as Odessa became the chosen of the Kavani people, the druidic tribe of the mountains. Gaining another one of the seeds as you were covered in mud digging through treasure, trying to get as much as you could as you began to drown in the constant mud falling from the ceilings. Then, being strangely rewarded after that as you traveled with small Arabelle, where you received a crate with a childlike toy inside, Piddlewick. And then that same strange creature, Piddle, using potions on some of you, as Wisp couldn't take the stress any longer, and in the basement of Washer House, blasting away the cultist with fire. I could continue these memories for ages. These grand memories that outweigh the pain you suffered. And pain and horror you did suffer on this journey. But maybe, just maybe, because of your trials, the people of Barovia now no longer need to suffer, and you were the ones that finally did bring hope back through this mist. If you all would like, you are currently on this map, and about this time, the mist takes away these old memories. And you guys have a place to rest for the night. Is there anything that you all do here as I kind of leave it to you until you are ready to sleep for the night?
Oh, that's where that went. Wisp will stoop down and pick up her old frying pan that she
Well,
left
as you
here.
see, it's fine, like this fine frying pan that had been forgotten and left behind.
I made my first Crispies with this one.
You mind making some? Last one.
I'm sure I can whip up something.
Cheers.
It would be nice. I'm famished from Troy's travels. What can you cook? What do you got tonight?
Well, we don't have to eat rations anymore. How about I make a stew? In
Nothing
honor
better
of
than
Odessa.
gruel.
How
The
about
more, the better.
You want some rat stew, Odessa?
No, just good stew.
That is the good stew.
It's the good shit right there.
You liked it last time.
I bet I fucking did. I've eaten a lot of nasty shit. Probably have eaten shit. Literal shit. So yeah, I'll try some.
Wisp will start pulling out her various spices and cheese packets and start making some food.
Now,
What's
say
with the
you're able
cheese?
you're able to find one old piece of cheese that's well aged now, as one of the last cheeses that was gifted to you by Erwin Martikov before he perished saving his family. And you remember a time, and I don't recall exactly what happened. What was the ordeal when was he dying of exhaustion because you
Yeah.
kept stealing from him?
I think he got an exhaustion
he
level
kept
because you were
putting the
stressing him out so much.
he kept putting the
Yeah.
fire out, and he kept trying to put it
Oh,
back
that's
on.
what it was.
Yeah.
He had to keep turning on. He kept getting excited. And a smile crosses your face, Wisp, of this memory, as the cloak of the Martikos, I believe Emil might be wearing it now, kind of flutters of its own volition, and you can begin melting the cheese for whatever concoction you're brewing now.
And to answer your question, Odessa, I never really knew. I always have this need for cheese.
I don't mind to fucking judge addictions.
It almost feels like a memory all its own.
Backpack loot.
It's honestly a shame
Oh,
how late I joined you guys.
Yeah, Veneral, this was one of the first spots we chilled out whenever we came here.
This is all the stuff we forgot about.
Hey, we're rich.
It is weird how I copy and pasted that. I did it like a whole bunch of. Anyway, yeah, but as you guys have some, oh, I don't even know how long I think I was muted, but you guys have some disgusting ghoul tongue still with you. The strange armillary sphere.
Vanderlust looks happy to have his staff back.
And yeah, and you do, and Wise Guy seems very pleased as well that it's back in its rightful hands. As you remember, Vanderl, when you had to give it up, so that you could. There's probably others after, but maybe it was one of your last good actions, where you sacrificed something you cared deeply for, so that you and those around you could survive. Maybe it was action out of survival, and you didn't really care for them, but I think deep down, you wanted to make sure you all could get out. Strahd made sure to take one.
As he thinks about that, he'll kind of look down at the staff and say to himself, "Never making that mistake again."
And you notice as you look at the staff, it is. How would I describe it? It's like surging with power that's soon to release. It's like, imagine, like it's like shaking up like a soda, like really hard, and it's about to burst open.
Just a
So
little longer.
Wise Guy gives a tip of his hat, excited for what is to come. you all can be eating a delicious meal created by Wisp, thinking about all the
Cheers.
trials you had went through.
Thank you.
And
What do we say to the nice fox piddle?
I wanted to eat a cat.
We don't have any cats, babe.
Bullshit. I'll
Hey,
eat this
cats.
cheese. Oh, give me.
Pull out one of the dead cats from my bag.
I don't want that one. It's old.
Okay.
Piddle, you're so fucking loud. Jesus.
What?
Holy crap!
It's happening again.
He's doing that on purpose. It's his
All
fault.
right, let me.
Oh yeah, well it
I
makes
could
sense.
probably just summon some cats, and
Yeah, do it, Druid. Summon me a cat. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna pet it first, and then I'm gonna bite it. Why are you measuring?
What the fuck are you? That's like a tape measure.
Why are you aiming?
oh, no reason. Bippity boppity kitty.
Firestorm.
boppity.
He's gonna bring Mac in and kill it.
Yeah,
You
Max
know what?
started
Actually,
meowing when we
it's gonna
mentioned
happen
the cat.
then. Actually, I'm gonna have so Wiz, when you go over here,
Oh yeah.
as you begin moving towards the edge, you see
No way.
You see There is. It's like the mist, but it's different. As over towards that way, you begin to see what looks almost like a sandstorm begin to billow out unnaturally. It seems just like the mist, but it's obviously sand. And it seems to be manifesting as if from another place entirely.
I didn't cast that yet. Guys, I don't like sand.
At this point,
A lot.
Volmerod, you begin to see another type of mist begin manifesting over here. And it sounds like a squawking bird coming from this mist. Some like terrible bird-like noise.
Kind of stand up. Something's happening.
What the hell have you done, Wisp?
I haven't cast anything yet.
Wisp.
As
Stand up and get my exo.
Emil begins to blame Wisp, Odessa, you and Palic over here. You see what looks to be another mist and the thick scent of the undead. As you all begin to see creatures
Dead.
manifesting.
A dinosaur?
It looks weird.
What
You
the
want-
holy fucking shit?
I don't. Daily, you walked right into it.
Hey.
I didn't move them at all.
What even is
He walked
that?
right in the eye.
Okay.
Get Feynod, idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nat,
Yeah,
Nat, no,
yeah.
no. My passive 27 perception. I don't sense nothing.
Oh.
Well, I say you saw it. You got like well, it seems as if they're appearing from another place. It's almost as if they're invading.
Yeah, I didn't sneak
Hey, on
attack
the
you. Dude,
bright
it's like
side,
Dark Souls.
I want to be next to it, so.
Let's see. Yeah, it was like Arthur Man of and you just like stayed and looked at the sandstorm for a second, and then all of a sudden you see a creature rising from the sandstorm.
I didn't summon a sand cat. What is this?
As you all see, where did I put these in creature? I'll show their big arcs. I think it would help.
Definitely.
Where's their big art? It's okay. I could just go to the encounter builder.
Oh, I don't even see these things.
They're at, you see a whole bunch of them.
I need to zoom in more.
I know. Where did I put these guys? Sorry. I'm gonna take a second look.
Sorry.
Oh, I
sorry,
put them in a
sorry.
special thing.
Alright. Then tsunami.
Then often.
And coffin.
What do I do with these fuckers? I'm lost, dog. Got too much. Let's see. I must have accidentally dropped the folder in a weird area. So what I can do instead then is this is a recent upload. I can go to fuck off collector's game. We're not looking at all you right. Oh, and I got Pyres in here too. Been doing too much fucking prep. Slide down. There it is. I'm just gonna put some big art out here. The sand guy is already the same. That guy's already the same. Okay. So manifesting, you see looks like some strange bird-like creature that is a multitude of various skeletal pieces combined together. You then see over here with you, Whis, a creature that looks to be made of sand itself. Then down here, you see a headless horseman, also known as a Doulahan. And accompanying him in front of him, you see these various flying, strange heads. As they manifest, let's see, they all kind of speak in unison, but the Doulahan seems the most prominent, I guess, of them, as he holds a head and the head begins to talk.
Interlopers, you have disrupted the order of the Dread Realms. Ravenloft will not be allowed to fall. We will not allow you to seal away the shroud, known as Vampire. The aspect of blood will remain. Us of Darkon.
And then the bird creature, like this, like kind of like strange, like it sounded like I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's like bones grinding together, but you can understand what it sounds like.
Us of Darkon. Us of Markovia. Us of Hierarchia. In the name of the Lich King, Azalin. In the name of the Beast Lord, Markov. And the Mummy Lord, Arkenpo. You shall be destroyed.
As it seems as if Barovia is being invaded by the various Dread Realms to stop you from what you're about to do. And we can enter what will be our final initiative.
Fuck off! We're making this place dickhead free.
Now this is cute.
Let's show him what full V.
Which death head do I want to use for the
I like the Medusa one personally.
oh, I can use her for the And I think you guys have heard the name Darkon before, because that's where Van Richten's from.
Yeah.
I believe Markovia and Harakir, those are new.
Has he brought up Aslan before? I don't think he has.
What you guys can know, so I guess for ease, because we can know, so there is Darkon, the largest of the domains of Dread, where Van Richten is from, and is ruled over by the Lich King Azalin. There is Markovia, and that probably picks up to you. You guys have remember like Saint Markovia, and that's like that name gets you've heard that name before, and that's a wild and untamed domain populated with beastmen, created from crazed medical experiments by František Markov, who is known as the Beast Lord. Then there's Harakir, a desert domain ruled by the Mummy Lord Ankpo.
Wait a minute, I thought the Mummy Lord was sealed away. What dickheads let him out?
The one, you guys know, have you ever heard the term Doulahan? You guys have heard of that? That's what Headless Horsemen are called. Oh man, that's
Oh yeah. Isn't there folklore about it in Japan?
I'm not sure where it's from, but that's like a fancy word for like a Headless Horseman.
That does sound familiar. Yeah.
There's so many cool Dread Realms.
And it looks as if the Dread Realms are collapsing, as they will not allow one of the Dread Realms to fall. First Filer, the Cobble Fright, he was slow. Okay. So, with blinding speed, Katash, Odessa, and Emil, you will all go before the Doulahan, who was close coming up, and the others will start sliding in after. But first, Katash, what do you wish to do? As you see, you are surrounded by enemies from the Dread Realm, along with poor Wisp that's getting battered in the face by sand. I hate sand, it gets everywhere.
Let's fire out.
Oh, that's true, you're fucking nerfed the fuck, Wisp.
Holy shit.
Or it makes glass, and I blow glass.
Oh shit.
Hey, yo.
You're gonna blow him?
I'm gonna blow him.
You're gonna suck
Right
off.
in front of Katash.
Don't
Right
tell
in front of
people
my
my
salad.
nickname.
No, oh, sorry.
Right in front of my cheese soup.
Oopsie.
Cheese soup. It's rat cheese soup.
Shit.
There it is. Oh no, I didn't want the horror intent. I wanted a more fun battle music. Yep. But what is it you wish to do? There's so many choices.
Okay, I want to take out my sunblade and use an action to light it up.
As the blade of light shines around you, conjuring a brilliant.
Ow, my eyes!
Oh, sorry. And then I'll go
it's
over
not
there,
that bad.
It fucking hurts.
and then there.
I think I
And
like
use some bonus action, at least one, maybe two. See how it goes.
Okay. Or
Okay.
if you're trying to punch, we talked about this before. You need to action punch. That's not how it works.
Gotta attack and then.
Okay, then I
Bonus
stand here.
Well, if you want, you can choose not to have activated your sunblade. That's when you wish. Yeah, but no,
I
you need to
would
action
like
punch.
To have the sunblade, so I'll wait.
It's fine. Okay, I get it. I will let you know. You believe the sunblade will have. These are not vampires. These things are from other places. The sunblade will have no effect on any of them.
Yep.
You blink with Wispy. Odessa.
Howdy, howdy, let's get rowdy one more time, fellas. Rage and charge
If you see,
forward.
there's these various flying heads. One looks to be like a Nothic, a Medusa, another an orcish individual. And they're trying to bite at you.
I'll go for Medusa.
Oh, so you're sexist.
Reckless. Yeah, dirty 20.
And these flying heads are pretty quick. You do hit, but you didn't hit like they are surprisingly difficult to hit. But you do crash.
Dexterous.
I guess you chose to rage.
Yes.
He did say rage, yeah.
Okay.
Rage and charge.
We're gonna watch that back, see if you actually raged.
Me bread and butter, that is.
As you bring forth the axe and the Medusa head with a glorious light explodes into bits.
Ha! You're next, bud.
Weakness. Get him.
Like, I'm a woman.
And this is my temp HP for.
And with two cleaves of the Medusa is brought down, and then right in the stupid eye of the Nothic head, they put another one explosion into glorious light.
Weakness. I will tell the Lich King of your failures.
Why don't you get off that horse and kill me yourself, mate?
He starts fucking riding towards you in 6 seconds.
Ha ha! I brace, but I end my turn.
Okay. Emil. Odessa's getting all the kills, dude. You're getting left behind.
Ha 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 ha.
You see an opposed animal.
He will move to here and bonus action lightning arrow and fire away.
Bring out an arrow and enchant it
Okay.
and shine with fire. Let me see. That will miss on the.
Yeah, but you still need to
right.
do the. It still
That's
does
the arrow.
AoE.
The arrow will
So I'll roll
explode
my
around it.
damage.
I'm guessing that's a dex. I'm sure it fails.
I
Nice.
will.
So yeah, the arrow does not strike true,
Right.
but it explodes to the ground.
Is that-
With lightning arrow, I heard fire
Also
arrow.
does half the damage on a miss, which is nice.
Yeah.
You must have upcast that out the titties, right? Or that is a great
No,
roll.
that's
Third level.
Third level.
So you just got a great roll on it. Yeah, you just rolled like
Yeah,
a
See,
holy
eights
crap.
and sevens,
Holy
yeah.
shit! Yeah, max
So,
almost.
These
So
solid
it will
spells.
take it will take the 16 lightning damage.
And then it takes half of the regular lightning, it says.
So 12.
So 12.
Well, yeah, no. So he missed the shot. So
Oh, I missed.
so
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he missed. So,
So it just takes
but
the half.
it takes the burst of the lightning.
That will be my
and,
turn.
and you see these various like bird-like caws emanating from this creature. These various pained wails. We now have the Dualahan and the Death Heads. One head remains, and that is the gnashing head. You took out the mind-bending head and the petrifying head, but the gnashing one, he's not fucking around, dude.
He is fucking around.
Never mind, cunt.
As you,
Alright.
you hold up your hand, you just grab it in midair as you see like this orc head trying to get to you, and you just fucking hold it back.
Tut, bitch.
I will show you the power of the Lich King.
As he rides towards you. Bum, 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 bum. And him and his horse are like one creature, by the way. They're like one and the same.
Like his body goes into it. It's kind
They're
of
like, nah, he still rides on it separately, but it's like he is the horse kind of in a way. If we ever fought one for like that we can get not like you have to target them separately. Against what I'm getting at. As he rides forward with he has you probably like he has a battle axe on him. And
nice.
he whips around the battle axe and you see he tries to take off your head. I believe he misses with a 17. Even though we've lost some of our various boons from the Fae and Argynvoss, he goes to take off your head and you just duck out of the way and then you prepare to strike him in the back. That's his action.
I will.
Yeah.
They have advantage against me.
Good call. Then you're an honest person. The first attack it misses, so as he then as you dodge out of the one, he goes to bring it back and like cut the back of your neck. I believe that one will hit. So let me look, because it kind of shows weird in roll 20.
Slashing, necrotic, slashing.
So you take okay. You feel as if now I understand why they put it in. You feel as if that 30 that's there, that might be what happened if your head got taken off. But we won't deal with that until I hit a certain nice roll.
Until I take your head off.
Nice.
So what you do is you take 18 damage. You can reduce the 8 down to 4. And then the 10 is
I don't
necrotic.
know why he's rolling those. I'm sorry. I'm trying to erase.
It's okay. It's okay.
Trying to erase the
So
stupid things.
4 damage,
14
then
total.
another 10 on top. Yes, sir. That is the dual hands 2 attacks and a death head as we drop down to Wisp as you see this creature made of sand. The sand begins to erupt around as well, and it kind of like cuts into you. You see like the very like tiny cuts begin to form around you in the sand.
I would like to make a martial check. I want to see if this creature will take acid damage.
Okay, yeah, make a martial check, big dog. Or big fox.
Dirty 20.
Oh yeah,
Kinda like a dog.
yeah. You believe this creature is resistant to necrotic and non-magic attacks, as well as immune to poison. But he for sure can melt away from some acid.
All right. I will go primal, and will savage him. Yes. With flanking, it's 22.
Your claws and you hit by a lot with a 20 as your claws drip
16.
with the venom and begin ripping and tearing. But you see this creature made of sand. It's decently tanky. It still stands very well.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith, saying a little prayer to Baba Yaga.
Baba Lasagna.
As the power of the coven. Who you Shield of Faith and you?
Shield of Faith myself, yeah.
Okay, as a fiery like armor forms on you, as the power of the witch protects you. Anything else?
She will mock the mummy. You need your mummy.
In the name of Archidampo, you shall return to sand.
As he'll whip around this, and he'll use his sand slash ability. Katash and Wisp, make me dex saves.
Ooh. I fail.
As the sand begins whipping around you, you take 17 slashing damage. Katash, I believe as a monk, you're able to nimbly dodge out of the way to each of these sand. You probably get hit with a couple like sand here and there, but there's deep slashes in there and you're able to dodge out of the way. And I believe as a monk, you take 0 damage. But Wisp, you will take 17 slashing.
And I lose concentration.
Womp womp.
That sucks.
2 fucking 4s. Jesus Christ.
But you look at, is it the powers of the Dread Realm don't mix with the power of the Coven? Maybe another job for the Witch Queens. Volmarad. A lot of choices.
Can you martial check to see how this thing feels about necrotic?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, lucky it. I'll take that.
Okay. I'll give it. That's close enough. That's good. It will take necrotic. It will take full necrotic.
Dope.
You've believed this creature, even though as a skeletal being, the creature hails from places not quite like Barovia. It's not, even though it looks undead, it is undead, but this guy can take necrotic. Not like bullshit in Barovia.
Nice.
Everything's immune.
He's gonna fly up 20 feet then, and he's going to finger a death it.
Your wing bats, and you. Oh, you're gonna finger it. You're gonna use a big one. Let's see. Is that a con save? I believe from.
Yeah, con.
It is very good at con, but we'll try.
Roll fat.
It can I believe it takes half it still. This creature's pretty con based, but it will take. I believe it still takes half.
Good.
That's 76 plus 30. I
Fuck
think it is.
you.
If I remember right. Oh, they get you. Oh, 78 plus 30.
Bloody hell.
Low roll though. Not even a single hit.
You guys have experienced that spell a couple times used against you. Now, what does it look like as you bat your wing and fly up in the air? A wise guy's probably like just on. He's on your head, just eye or whatever. He literally just like his teeth appear from underneath the hat. What does it look like? As you cast this new spell?
He'll kind of like fly up, his like wings just soaring out, and he points his finger towards it, and just like a rush of necrotic energy just blasts out from it.
And with the Russian necrotic, large chunks of its bones just simply melt away, combined with electricity that started through from Emil. That creature, it is getting hurt.
And he'll have Wise Guy go up with them and take a pew.
Nice, yeah. Like that kind of appears on top of your head and
What I
fucking
wanted.
lets out a blast.
Hey,
It is.
He fucking hit. Let's go.
The Miracle Boys final session.
The last session he
Yeah.
hit it. Yes.
See that kid? I helped.
Good job. That's his turn.
The cobble fright lets out a terrible, like, screeching noise
Cobble, cobble.
as it starts fucking like almost like hopping, doing like bird walk. I don't know how we describe. I think you know it, but like that fucking like, and it starts racing towards you, Emil. And it is going to use. Let's see. I believe this takes all of its action to do this.
Bite,
It doesn't. It doesn't want to do that. Then it doesn't use Soul Siphon yet. We'll save that for later. We're gonna do 3. So it comes up and it's gonna first try and grab you. As it's going to grab you with its maw.
Oh my God,
You are
it.
take in his mouth. It'll kind of begin lifting you up and kind of like shaking you around. You take 8 bludgeoning damage, Emil. It's then going to take 2 claws. You are currently grappled. And it's going to then begin clawing you while you're in its mouth. And I will continue the tradition of the campaign as Emil will get damaged every combat.
Christmas.
And you get slashed. But you've dealt with these compared to the Alpha of the Pact. This is nothing. So 14 damage in this
Just
turn.
getting warmed up.
As you begin raising up your
Nah, man.
swords, your double swords, and jam it into the creature. And that is the Cobble Fright's turn. Katash, the sunlight beams around, Sane Slash whips around, but you maybe even use the Sane as a cover, as you're one with the dexterity. What do you do?
Can I make a martial check?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe?
What are you looking for, or do you want me to just tell you something?
Just something interesting.
It actually doesn't have a gender.
Mummy.
You believe that yeah, you can't tell.
And
That'd be an investigation to find that one out. But so this creature has an ability known as Sand Shroud. You don't believe it affects you too much in this situation, but if you would encounter more of these in the future, perhaps in its own dread realm, these creatures are incredibly hard to track, as everywhere they go, the sand moves around them, completely obscuring their paths. These creatures are almost impossible to track should one try to get away from you. Then we've got to fuck it up real quick.
I will attempt to do so.
Schmack.
Nope.
It's
It does.
I'm flanking with
That's
you.
crazy. Thank you.
the sunblade shines and melts away in the sand. It does count as undead.
Let's go.
Oh.
You chose the
hell
right
yeah.
name.
Yeah, mummy. Yeah.
Yep.
You
It doesn't
know.
take the like that's like what Strahd did every fucking turn, taking 20 damage. It doesn't do the
Right.
vampire thing, but no, they are. This is for sure an undead creature, serving octopus. As you rip and tear once more, like all of these creatures are. You guys are so powerful now. We're chats. But to normal people, these things would be vicious. As decently take that 15 hits as well. As you take your fist and you cleave away through the sand that melts, and you can see its normal body underneath. As you then punch and crack a multitude of ribs, and then once more crack more ribs.
It's a good
Band
worth.
ribs.
Good value for a key point.
100%.
Get him. That's it.
Okay. As that happens, Odessa, it is your turn next. And you see this headless horseman is trying to do to you what have to hit. That's fucking not fair, dude. Like, freaking don't take out your problems on other people.
Keep it in church, mate. Jesus.
4
I
out of
was
100.
gonna do the head first, just to get it out of the way.
Okay, so go for the death head.
Wow.
As the gnashing hand, you're just holding
Block.
it in your hands, and then you just crush it in your hands, and it melts away into golden dust.
I'm holding it. I like toss it up, and then I hit it like a baseball. Just pew.
That was kind of cool. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, but
Your
this is
head was
fucking
mine.
cool too.
Not yet.
Oh,
Very nice.
15, plus your rage.
Two-handed is cursed, I swear.
I'm telling you, bro, it's a great.
I like to.
Greatest
I like
change
the
of life.
flavor.
I like two-handed too, but I mean,
The shield is
It-
so good, it forced you to change
Yeah.
almost.
yeah.
The
I'm glad I
damage
did.
also,
I'm
on
glad
average,
I will say,
the-
Great Weapon Master would have helped you a lot this campaign if you had it. Or not Great Weapon Master.
I
Two-handed
agree.
fighting, whatever it's called. Great Weapon Fighting.
Probably would have given
Yeah.
Og.
Yeah.
Or two. Or I actually thought you were thinking of the one where you take a -5 to get extra 10 damage.
That one would have been
Great
good too,
Weapon
but
That's the one I would
The
have
one that
thought.
just lets you deal extra damage or whatever. With
so
it's the one that
that
lets you
is,
roll a 1 or a 2 whenever you roll
You
that.
hit strike into the dual hand, but once more, this creature's also it's decently powerful. Odessa, we're gonna need to get a few more smacks into it.
Now, can you do what I just did? Give me what you got.
I'm going to bring you to the Lich King, and your head will join his throne.
I'm right here. Try it.
Emil! As the Cobble Fright has you in its mouth and it fucking shakes you around, clawing into you.
Oh, let me go, you son of a bitch! He wiggled his hand, tried to grab this holy symbol of light.
Okay.
Cast sunbeam on him.
Okay, so as you grab onto Glory's symbol, the symbol of light, you hold it out. The gem that was once cracked from Strahd's red lightning, reforged by Augenfoss, and now in the hands of the Alpha of the Crest Wolf Pack. The sunbeam shoots out, cracking into the creature. I believe it's a
Con save?
con save. Okay. And it will fail. Good, it rolled low that time.
Been rolling my
Very
finger
good
at death.
con. As it holds out, and this is a continuous beam of energy.
Yes.
As you hold out,
Mhm.
and it just begins melting this creature away. It, I'll say even from this, it drops you out of its mouth. As it's doing what it can to hide itself from this constant beam of energy that's just melting its bones away. And even for you, as Emil, one of you that's so attuned with nature, you and your wife, this creature is a foul abomination against nature. Many
Disgusting
animals were
beast.
destroyed to make this thing.
So we'll use half his movement, stand up, and then move back.
Alright,
That will be my
take
doing.
2 steps back. All the death heads were destroyed. We go back to the dual hand, and I really want a nat 20. Let's see.
Well, you have advantage, so you have a good chance.
We're fishing for a nat 20. Okay, a 24 will hit. You'll
Yes.
take the 7 slashing, you reduce that to 3, and then you take 13 necrotic. As it's just kind of racing around you, like cutting into you.
Yes, yes, another head.
And you're just fucking taking it very well. You're probably
Still-
not even that hurt. As these are
Still
deep
got my neck
slashes.
pumped.
Like each time as you get slashed, like you see like in the wound almost immediately begin to seal over with a glorious golden light.
That's it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Keep at it.
Fiddle, why are you just staring at him?
Oh yeah, I can play. Who do I help?
See if they bleed.
He still has
He
magic missile.
points his knife to Volmarod and like kind of turns his head slightly. Like
Volmar will just shrug.
He can bleed. See if that thing bleeds.
as he runs up, it's currently blinded. Good job, Emil. Hold it. And he'll go to fucking stab him.
Oh yeah, he's
I don't
blinded.
have
That's
issues
convenient.
with him.
Gets advantage, yeah, so he gets sneak attack.
I think I
Nice.
did pretty good on that off of memory.
Nice.
That was really good.
Very good,
Let's
very
see.
good.
Then he gets a +4 on that. That's 7. Then he gets a sneak attack.
Don't make yourself fucking strong.
And he's so good, dude. If
love
he's
him.
out in the fucking normal world, dude, he's actually a problem. He can do it. And so he's riding on the back of this creature now. Ah, pony! And he's like, instead of like, you know how like when they ride on the horse, like smack its ass, he's just stabbing it with the knife. No, finish it! Don't burn me, prick!
I'll try.
No! Emil, fucking Piddle yells at you, Wisp.
Wisp is going to summon a flame blade and smack.
As you got sand in your eye and it's fucking
Yeah.
annoying, and you conjure forth this
Gonna
blade of
upcast
fire.
it to level 6.
The sand burns away from
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire that scorches around. Katash, you kind of have to lean back a little bit as this fire is intense, this roaring inferno. As you cut into this slow-moving creature of sand, there's got to be a low roll.
That's a very low roll.
That's
There's got to be a low roll.
It's pretty mid. That's pretty mid.
what the hell? Oh, 5d6. Okay.
As you create, it's probably like this fucking anime sword, dude. It's probably this incredibly long blade of fire. As you jam it up toward the creature and it rises up. Then it begins coughing out this sand that like plumes out of its mouth and it burns away with the sword in its abdomen.
Alright. And then I'm just gonna stay put.
Let's see. Once more as this up. Yeah, well, let's see. What's his other thing? He likes using the sand slap. You guys did very good against the sand slash. Yeah, no, it's fine. So once as it held in the air, it
You will go back to the Senate. Octopode will have you.
and the sand whirls around once more. A dex save from both of you.
Yeah, better this time.
Whis, you take 12 damage, and then Katash as well. Make a dex save, both of you. There, Nathan. There it is.
Yep.
You pass Nathan. You take 0 damage once again. You know what? I would put it on you, Nathan. How does Katash take 0 damage from the sand slash? What is he doing that gets him out of it? Is the sunblade or what's he doing?
Evasion. So if he passes, he takes 0, but if he fails,
I-
he still.
No, like
he takes
roleplay wise.
That made me very sad. My heart just got fucking dicked down. Let's see.
He meant like how do you matrix dodge?
As you use your
it more?
mechanical benefit to take 0 damage, Volmarad, you fly in the air, a finger of death bursting out from you with a negative energy ray. What do you do, Volmarad? Piddlewicks, you can still Piddlewicks kill.
Yeah, it's true. First shot.
Or
at
actually, Beal's about to kill him too. The sunbeams. Yeah, you're still both their kills.
True. I'm just gonna help Odessa actually. Fuck it.
Nice. That guy has a lot of health still. He's tanky.
Honestly, you're a badass, Odessa. I'm gonna haste you.
Oh, let's get going.
What is that? No, don't do it!
No, he's questioning.
Don't do that.
Then wise guy's
It's
gonna take a
controlling my
disrespectful
axe.
blast at him.
Oh boy.
let's see.
Nice. Kid, you gotta haste me one time.
That's true. Oh shit.
See,
He's proven his point. He wants.
Hey,
As he hits the horse guy.
Matt.
I'm losing to a hat.
I'm losing to a hat.
as
me, cunt.
Odessa's hasted. Do you have anything else you wish to do, Vanderl?
That's all I can do.
The Cobble Fright. Now, I don't remember. With Sunbeam, does it take damage immediately at the start of its turn? Or do I have to wait till Jared?
Let
I
me
don't
check
remember. I don't know if you have it on your sheet real quick, Wiz.
I
If you
didn't-
get that spell. I don't remember. I
Um,
feel like it's on
man.
your guys'
You
turn.
can create a
not
new
me.
line of radiance with your
I think
action
it's on my
afterwards.
turn.
He has to use his action
Yeah.
to do it again.
So it's not
to move
okay.
it.
So the creature. So it's it. I believe he's still blinded though.
Still
and I think
blinded, but he
end of
takes
his
the
turn.
damage after he uses his.
So what he's
action,
gonna
so
do
right
then?
now
He's gonna grab onto Piddle
I'm
that
down.
just hits Piddlewick as
When you have disadvantage, you're blinded.
You're kicking. Yeah, save. We always gotta help Piddle. Oh, they're
On
On the
keep
bright
it
side, it
16,
disadvantage.
keep it 16. He grabs Piddle and just gets shaking him around. Piddle takes some damage. He's fucking run. How his health is Piddle actually? That's decent, but at fucking. Piddle's health is
He's
30.
at.
Well, and he got some whiskey crispy, so he probably has a little
He's
bit
at
of
20.
HP. He's at 20. Then the creature as it holds him. You know what? Fuck. It's gonna charge through the sunbeam. It has fucking Piddle in its mouth as it tries to like bite and devour this. You know what? Piddle starts sliding down through its gullet and is like inside its chest cavity. You can see him inside. Let me out! It is
Like a
clawing
prison.
you. I believe a 16 misses, so you'll take 11 slashing as the creature rushes up and through the sunbeam like just raging rampage. Slash, slash, slash. Ow. Ouchie. Katash, the creature's currently impaled with the blade of fire. Is almost gone, though. How do you wish to bring it down?
I'm gonna try to tag team it with the Sunblade and
Nice.
the Flameblade.
As its held places easy,
It
strike
seems
through.
like things are getting kind of hot in here.
And you know what? It's like a I
Yep.
don't know if you guys have ever played like baseball before, but you use like the weight before you go up to bat or whatever. It makes the bat.
Yeah.
Fight. After having to fight Strahd, it was so difficult to catch up and hit at times. This is nothing. You feel as if you could cut down anything, as with a clean slash across it, it screams and burns into a
Oh.
radiant light.
Thank
Then,
you for that pep talk. The dice appreciated it.
as you raise up the sunblade in the air, and like the beacon of Arkanfoss, Sergei's glorious light shines up into the air, brightening the area. What are you on?
We killed Strahd, you dumbass. We're gonna
9/11.
kill you too.
9/11.
A plane begins flying. No.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
see him
gosh.
emerge from a portal, a
Hey,
plane.
But that guy's gone. Is there anything else you wish to do, Katosh? As Emil, you see as the creature burns away from the blade, you see a man with massive pecs. And maybe a red bow.
Yeah, I want to move here.
You
I'm
raise
looking
up
out for you.
break free.
Don't hurt his eyes.
Thank you.
You use your 2 action attacks. If you want to use a bonus action hit.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah,
steal
as
his
you-
kill? Do it.
Run.
Yeah.
Get his
Emil
ass.
holds up
Oh,
the
fuck.
blade
Hey,
as
he
the
does.
creature's
Lego noises.
blinded. Okay.
Oh, baby, a double
bludgeon
kill.
roll.
So Nathan, the cobble fright has Piddle in its belly. Piddle is trying to fucking break out, and he's getting very upset. Emil has the holy symbol raised up. How do you wish to destroy this creature?
Godslayer.
Seeing as it's an unarmed strike, I want to try to grab its lowermost rib and rip it out so that Piddlewick can escape, and then bash it over the head with its rib.
As you rip off its own rib, Piddle falls out. You could have been more careful. Ooh, cool. As you just fucking start crushing this thing, it bursts into bone. And you as well, I feel you believe you have a love for nature as well from where you're from. And this is a monstrosity that does not, it deserves to be gone. As you crush it and turn him into bone dust. Just
You're
like the bone
unnatural.
dust we saw back at the mill long ago.
Oh, you're making flour over there.
Yep, I'm gonna make killer
For
bread.
the meat pies.
Meat pies.
If you have more movement, Nathan, you're free to do that. But Odessa, it's now going to be your turn.
3 hasted attacks coming right up at Reckless.
Boom.
And he holds his head, trying to prevent you from hitting his head. He just keeps it just out of reach. He just starts slashing into him.
Oh.
Your horse!
Let's go.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Is that better
I did
one-handed
the wrong-
damage every time? Woo.
I like your 2-handed damage. AJ, don't.
9/11. Okay.
Never will drop it. Is it not
God,
3d6?
it's fucking total. No, I've been rolling wrong the entire game.
So this guy had a lot of HP.
Damn, not
He does
anymore.
Not anymore. As he's the horse, I'll say he's fucking. The horse is gone. Falls to the ground, holding up his head, his body, and like tethers, but his head still remains. For the Lich King.
No.
You see a tear begin to fall down his face. He's fucking losing. Let's see. Anything else, Odessa? As he's not long for this world.
Oh yeah, I'll just fucking use those presents. Hey, come kill his asshole.
1d6 plus
As,
caster barbarian level. Okay, that's a
As
lot
a
different.
golden light fills.
Yeah, I've been rolling on each.
The area.
Emil still has sunbeam. He goes,
Emil. So you've seen The Boys, right, Jared? The superhero show.
Oh yeah, of course.
Do you remember early on in the show when they find the baby with laser eyes?
Yeah.
That's what you have with the holy symbol right now. Do you wish to use the holy symbol
Lasers.
as you see the creature on the ground holding up its head? It's like, hey, please, we can
I'm
talk.
not gonna let Katosh steal my kill again. I'll get his
The head-
kill.
The head then looks over
out.
as it's about to come, and the head starts yelling. The body, it's fucking, and this probably finished him. I'm gonna give him a fucking
Con save.
saving throw.
Conte?
This guy's also really good at con saves,
hey,
Nice.
But-
Oh shit.
but it will be enough. So as you hold up the holy symbol, Emil, How would you like to destroy the final creature of this
Mm.
campaign?
I'll send you back to the plane you came from, you disgusting beast. Unnatural. I can't remember the word.
We're all
Abomination.
fools. Dark One will have this place. You.
Like it just burns away into nothingness. And then these fading forces are all gone.
That was cool.
I think I'm struggling to like come up with a reference, but I kind of just like go back to my normal state and I kind of just walk over like nothing happened. And
Hey,
just sit back
Odessa.
down.
Odessa.
Yeah.
He's like flying up. Have you seen The Boys?
It's a play,
No?
Alcatesh.
Oh, it's about no,
They
I've
did
only
it.
caught the first two.
Yeah, it's like the
shows.
baby with the laser eyes. That was cool as fuck. Fly down.
I thought it was a good reference.
That's good. I like it.
I thought it was pretty
Shitting.
That's what's-
I just like the prospect of like you being careful with the laser.
Exactly. He's like holding it, dude. Like I bet like Butcher holding the back, and he's like, holding
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Try not to hit Odessa. Watch out, Odessa.
All right, Venerable, do you want to? Oh,
I don't know if we should.
I'll never get used to
That
that.
sounded a little fucked.
Yeah, you
Whew.
gain
We better
you gain one of
draw
the
sooner or later.
yeah. You gain one of Thana's abilities for a second full round. You don't know where it came from, but you see the future, and you see lung cancer.
Fuck.
Well, no, it was lethargy from fucking Haze.
Oh,
that's what
okay.
I
You sure wasn't the cigarettes?
How I took it.
meant. I mean, it could be both. I mean, my lungs are shit. Hey, baby, you okay? You are very brave, as always.
Yeah, I know. I'm always so cool.
He got
You
bit
watch
by like a
the-
dinosaur thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, then I rode it and I slapped its ass with my knife.
Yeah, I fought some like heads and a guy with a head, but it like wasn't on his neck.
You've always been good at getting head, Mom.
You know, I probably haven't told you all this, but I don't think I'm a virgin.
Who's my dad?
Hey, Glory.
I don't really like him.
I think it's Belinsky.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it could be Blitzky,
he
exactly.
did give me a lot of cool stuff. I hope one day to pay him back with a dart in the face. He'll be so happy.
He sure will, baby.
That damn monkey, though, it's always got in my way.
I like it. We shared a smoke together.
Yeah, that's why I didn't kill you. You seem to like it.
Oh, you're so considerate.
I
Rosa.
wanted tutu.
You'd look so cute in a tutu.
Yeah, it looked awesome. And he kind of like he sits in the log and has his little tootsies like hanging over the edge. Not hey, Bob! You didn't bring me my cat.
No sand cunts this time.
What's a cunt?
It's an
Australian for
idiot.
bro.
Yeah, pretty
Australian
much.
for bro.
Pretty much. I mean, everyone's a cunt. Technically,
it's-
in a
there
bad
you go.
good way.
So it means a good thing?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, but
Yep.
if you say it in a certain way, it means a bad thing. But if you
Am
say
I-
it in a good way, it's a
Am
good thing.
I a cunt?
No, you're too cute to be a cunt. I'm a
So-
cunt though.
So cunts are ugly?
He's more of a dickhead.
I know that! Penis. He points to his crotch.
Does he have one?
Yeah, no fucking
just to
shot he has one.
clarify? Did Volinsky give him a cock?
Let's not answer that question.
Yeah, I agree. This conversation's over. Wiz, do you have
That's-
me kids cat?
That's up for the history book. Give
You
me
wanted
my
to-
cat!
Do you want it alive or dead?
Surprise.
My mouth dead.
I would love to see him eat a cat alive.
I'm sure you
brought it
would.
Back alive.
You're right.
It's meowing still. Still
Kitty!
meowing.
Kitty.
He'll take it. He'll start petting it for a bit. And I don't know how dark I want to get this. I don't really want to describe it, but he's gonna fucking kill it, dude. I don't think I want to talk about it. Like, he's gonna do bad things. For now, he's gonna pet it, and
it's always better if they don't know when they're gonna die. You have to give them hope first, and then sap it away.
We move
I
on.
love it.
This is too dark even for me.
What?
No, I doubt that.
I'm a cat person. What do you want?
Oh. Well, then
What
don't
do I
look.
want? Ah, some fucking ale, for one.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
There's wine.
I could
Nope.
go get you some ale, I guess.
Not here.
Uh,
It would take a day or two.
Yeah, I guess
well,
we can
don't
leave.
got
Go
a
get it.
day.
I mean, she
You
knows.
have as
She
much
knows.
time as you guys want to do whatever.
Yeah,
You have a month,
she's seen a tree somewhere else. She can go get some ale.
She's seen a tree.
That's what I'm saying. I can just be back in a day or two.
Well, wait, so you're trying to go somewhere and get ale? Where would you go?
I'm sure anywhere but here has ale.
I think the mist is still up technically.
Yeah, you can't leave yet. You don't know what happens if you try to leave.
I think I could
you guys-
leave, but
You haven't. You're a Vistani, and I'll say this: if we want it, I won't say it.
you could also say him being a fucking demon ruined that pact. But
If any, you're still. It's I don't even. Things happen. If any of you want to go and fuck with a mist, you can.
It's fine. Never
Up to
mind.
you guys if you want to
Thanks.
go through the mist. You
I'm
know what
sorry,
vampires
Odessa.
are.
God said no.
It's all right.
This is
I
why
wasn't
hate religion.
expecting a good last meal.
You have the dwarven beer.
it's true.
True. I'll
Mom,
fucking chug it right in front of him.
You gotta start thinking about the glass half full. Too much negativity.
I like to think I'm pretty positive.
Ooh.
Well, I gotta be.
Been an eventful night.
It's been eventful fucking months.
I feel like we've been skipping over most of it. Tonight specifically, though, is very eventful.
Yeah, I mean, some days we just fucking lounge around, but tonight, jeez.
So, it seems as if the other Dread Realms do not like what you are doing to Barovia, but they have no chance to stop you, as you all have truly become heroes of this place. I have a little bit of boring info. You guys might like it regarding the ritual of Amber, the Shrouds, Vampire, and stuff. And you guys learn all of this by reading the tome and from your trip to the Amber Temple to gather supplies and things. Would you guys like to would you like this history lesson?
We got time.
Or
So, and
Lore.
Wisp probably recounts most of this lore, as she's the one who
Oh,
is
lore. My
doing
bad.
much from the tome. Thousands of years ago, the mages of the temple used a specialized ritual to bind powerful remnants of evil beings into amber sarcophagi. Many of these beings were known as shrouds. Shrouds are some of the first creations of Lord of Death, which may shock a few of you, as you don't. Most people don't think of death as like an actual thing, like it's a thing that happened as an actual being. But apparently, these shrouds are the first creations of this Lord Death. You then learn that there's two deities you recognize, Own and Woad, the god of the dream, the gods of the dream. They were the first shrouds born from Lord Death. As Own, as you guys learn through, there's the aspect of hatred, which was the Ice King. There was the aspect of torture, aspect of blood, these various beings. But it seems as if Own is the aspect of dreams, and Woad the aspect of nightmares. They were created to be gardeners of the dream and the spirit realm, as Lord Death is the gardener of life. When Lord Death left the dream to tend to the broken covenants, which it does not explain what that is, he, as well as he went to tend to something known as the Shattered Gate, which is another thing you guys do not know what that is. But that is when many of these shrouds, his children, began to go wild. And it seems through various means, the temple eventually sealed them away. You find much of this information inside the tome along with the preserved library at the temple. This tome is an ancient, I don't think I'd ever described it too much, but the tome is an ancient, thin, wrapped, pale color. It has this dry leather, and it kind of crackles with age as you open it. The parchment's yellowed over time. It has a bunch of narrow black ink script, which is pretty difficult to read, as it's full of arcane symbols such as well. And there's several sections dedicated to complex arcane circles. Only a spellcaster, a powerful one, would be able to study this tome, which Wisp meets that criteria. I believe one must be a 9th level caster to even read the tome and learn all this information. It takes 4 hours for one to learn the rituals and how to summon and trap evil spirits. You know you must create a magic circle and invert the circle. And this circle is created from blessed salt. This circle as well must be casted at 5th level, which you guys have that in your capabilities. And then a sarcophagus must be created, and a vessel must be placed within the circle within the sarcophagus. This spell is found in the tome, but one must then cast planar binding from the ritual book, and they must speak the name of the entity they wish to summon and bind it to the vessel, this being Vampire. Multiple casters can perform this magic. There's various rules to do this, which you guys all meet the rules, as a spirit must be free and must be present upon the current plane and without a physical form, which Vampire is, as you all destroyed Strahd, which was in a way his physical form. The vessel must be bound, or they must be willing, which Odessa is willing, and they must remain in the circle for the entire ritual, or for towards the end, the ending part of it. The ritual's kind of a whole process. The final rule, known as 2 become 1, and this part maybe horrifies a couple of you, maybe drops your heart a little bit, Odessa, but it's something we all knew. As the spirit will fuse with the vessel, transforming it into a new being, as Vampire and the vessel will become one. The new being will inherit both the strength and weaknesses from both the trapped spirit and from the chosen vessel. You kind of recount some of this very information, and I believe probably the main thing from there for people that have played along is I don't know if you guys knew about Odin and Woad being shrouds.
Yeah, you mentioned that once.
Have I mentioned? I think that's a
Long time ago.
Aspect of dream, the aspect of nightmares. For that, we can take a break whenever you guys wish, and whatever you guys wish to do, as that's really the last thing from me until you wish to travel to the Amber Temple and do the Amber Binding ritual. Do you guys have any questions for me about anything in particular? Or you guys I assume not, but just in case.
It probably doesn't matter too much, but you said more than one person can do it. Does that make it faster or easier or what?
No, it does not. It does not make it faster. It's just the thing that it's not like Vanril and Wisp can both do the ritual together in a way. It's not just like one person. There are multiple casters, and sometimes so at the temple, Vanril and Wisp are very powerful casters. They could do it on their own technically, but not all of the mages at the temple were that strong. Kazan was incredible. Not all were like that. So sometimes when weaker individuals join together, they can do amazing things. That's part of what goes into performing the ritual together.
Calling us weak? Wow.
Not you guys, actually the opposite. You guys are strong and be the normal people. You guys, yeah, it's a very intense ritual, but you guys are there's very few casters that either of you would have experienced back in your time in Calcutta to even meet your capabilities. Wisp has a special scenario she knows of the Witch Queens, and they don't really count because they're not even people anymore. Or if they ever were, they are beings of power. Vanderl, you would be able to nuke the grinning gambler instantly, and they could do nothing about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but it's like, yeah, but you guys have,
Probably
you have,
the only thing he's been stronger than him is probably Gambler Black then, at least before Game
well,
Air.
that's the thing, yeah. But you guys are at the capabilities now where you have country-altering magics. Where if, say, Odessa would join a certain army, that army would gain immeasurable strength, as you're able to do things not just anyone can do.
Oh, I'd definitely be captain if I made it back.
But
Ah,
with
well.
that, I kind of leave it up to you guys. If you have any role play or anything, Odessa, or anything you guys all wish to do. Because when you guys say you're done here, we're going to go to the Amber Temple, and we're going to go into a fat description as we are going to be getting very close to our ending.
Oh, if Wisp isn't busy, I'll beckon her over.
She's probably just like cleaning out the coals real quick as she's done cooking.
No. Babe, can you get me a bag of Go Play or something?
Okay, I'm
go-
gonna.
Go
I
get your
don't
cat.
like. I don't like how Volmarod's looking at me. So I'm gonna take my cat over here, and I'm definitely going to play with it nicely. And you see Volmarod, he starts pulling out a knife as he fucking rounds a tree. And we can black screen, just like when we have sex scenes. This is a black screen moment.
Holy shit.
Don't go too far.
I'm a
We're
little
not
concerned
even
about that one.
describing this. I know, I probably said that bad.
Yeah, I don't like that
This
he's
is more
black
like this is
screen.
just more like I'm not going to detail describe this fucking thing happening. I'm not going
I
to describe
plunged
fucking
the knife
Mark.
We,
into
we
I'm not
spent
gonna
time after
describe
many
Mark,
cats, so
Bailey
it's not
fucking-
too shocking.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't
It
want to
wasn't an
describe a cat
academy.
getting stabbed though. It doesn't sound nice.
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't.
like it. Or like that's how I'm not going to describe whenever fucking Dalen and Mark fuck for the 4th time. I'm not going to describe like the details of the interviews.
One time, bro.
When a boy and girl love each other very much.
Far much.
Yeah, I think Jared and Mark have done as many times as Daniel and Mark have, to be fair.
I think they've done it more.
So,
That's just fucked up.
It's true, though.
Hey, we didn't.
you
Yeah.
you finish up tending to the fire wisp, and there's probably a bit of sadness as you maybe delay it as long as you can. It's just the final meal you'll be cooking for some of the members of this party. As soon many of you will begin to part ways, and at least one of you, well, they won't be able to have another one of your treats again. And then you see Odessa call you over.
How you feeling?
What do you think I feel?
I thought you'd be happy a little bit. This hell's about to fucking be over.
This is true. But at what cost?
Ah, well, we're good mates. Yeah, but you were gonna say something a while back when we were talking about this. Kind of curious what it was.
I know that your time is over now. And it's only because of you that we get to go on. And I know you don't like when I speak ill will of the gods, especially yours. Not this time. If someone like you follows glory, he can't be that bad. I truly believe you are chosen. And she reaches under her collar and pulls out the amulet of fate that she took from Feyna when Feyna fell. And she will also retrieve the last water skin that Valen had lended to her whenever he had fallen the day after. and we'll hand them over to you. I find it only right that you are not alone whenever you do this. You never were alone. And you won't be now. We're here. They're here.
Put on the amulet. Put the wine skin on my or water skin on my belt. And I don't think we've done this before, but I want to put my arm around you and hug you.
Big snow-capped peaks. Deep road.
I've never felt alone, Wisp. Not with anyone. Even Katosh, I mean, us three. Just through toil and trouble and trauma. We're mates. Brothers and sisters in arms. The best ones. Best ones I could ever have. But I want you to be happy. Okay? We've only known each other for 2 months. You know. Just be happy. Be happy to see the sun again. Forget everything about this place.
As horrible as it sounds, I don't want to forget.
Yeah, we've had some good, I guess. Gotta relish the smiles, however few they've been.
Wisp is going to reach up and kind of like cup Odessa's cheek a little bit with her hand. And as she does this, she's going to be casting a spell on you as this goes down. As she's whispering it, though. Odessa, it took all this time to gain this power. But I've wanted to do this for you a long time. Even if it is in your last moments. And as she does this, she is casting regeneration on you for your eye.
Nice.
You're able.
You leave,
I'm sorry.
you're good. Whenever you leave this place, you get to see wherever you go with both eyes open. Be proud of what you've done. I'm proud of you.
I opened my eye for the first time in months. Look down at my hands. Some have protection, some don't. Wiggle my pinky toes. I guess my fucking teeth come back too.
Your various fingers that you had lost.
Thanks for everything, Wisp. I knew we weren't too close, but I don't think it needed to be said that much.
I guess you won't need me to be your lighter anymore.
Just one for the road, eh?
Gives you like a little thumbs up with a little flame on the end of it.
light one off it. I'll say for cinematic purposes, there's only one more. And I'll throw it to Vanral.
We'll catch it. What's the occasion?
Prezi.
Thanks.
Yeah. What's Emil doing? Is he pissing on a tree?
It's just pissing
Everybody,
next to you too.
and well, as you guys hug and have this final smoke together, you can hear a little trinkle, a little tinkle. You then, are you okay with doing that, Emil? Are you pissing over there? You can do
Yep,
something else.
I want to say something. I want to.
Okay, so as you walk over, he is not pissing. That's fucking retcon. Or never, not true, not true.
Maybe
not,
he just
not,
finished his piss. Now he's talking.
and Emil, you quietly wait, and you see there's like a quiet moment, as they begin smoking. What do you do? You pace, waiting your turn.
Yeah, he's just like he's uncomfortable. He doesn't know sharing his emotions.
Oh, you know what? How about this, Jared? Here's what's gonna be. So as you guys hug and have a final smoke, you guys see fucking Emil, and he's fucking walking back and forth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are you doing? You're making me nervous back there.
I got something to say to you, and I don't know how to say it.
Put my
Well, I
leg
guess I'll
over
just
the other
try
side
and
of the
come
log.
out and
What?
say it.
Okay.
The people of this land owe you an eternal debt for what you're about to do. My pack
Well,
among them. And I know your god would want you to have your idol, your holy symbol back. So I would like you to take it back. I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry.
As you are given Odessa, you remember when you wielded this, and Strahd took it from you. But now, it's a gift from a trusted friend.
And I promise you, from now until the end of my bloodline, that we will hold that place that you are about to go and create at the highest honor. We will visit it and revere it and protect it. I promise this, I vow it to you. We will rename it.
As
Way
this
to
happens,
get a statue.
there is a bit of, you all feel there's a bit of a foreign darkness. As if something agrees along with this new oath that has been made. And you both feel the sensation as you make this oath.
Take steps back a little bit. I don't know what that meant.
You didn't.
I just wanted to say thank you. And he will give you a hug.
Hug him back.
As you both embrace.
You didn't have to help us, Emil, but you did. That's really.
Your group spared my tribe when you didn't need to. I felt like I owed you a debt.
Well,
You had every justification of wiping us out.
we've more than fulfilled that.
Thank you.
Beast. You're the beast of Barovia.
You all remember at this moment when you first found Emil, trapped high in that cold tower, badly beaten and tortured by Ludmilla, who you saved and then helped you in defeating what I believe was the first consort that you truly faced against. The battle that killed Wisp and led her to for a moment, forsaking pride. And then Emil, the deep gratitude within you of these people who saved you. And then you learned saved your people, defeating Kirill that drove you away from the clan. And how you had to convince your wife to let you join them. And if not for you, perhaps they wouldn't have won. As you continue to embrace.
He reaches over and grabs Wispy. And then he tells everyone, come on.
Ah, Grover. All right. Venner will hug me so no one else
Look,
gets
Tom.
stabbed.
Ugh. Alright.
Come on. Yeah. I'll take all the fucking poison
Yeah,
damage.
here's your
Katas,
poison
does he
damage.
take damage? Katas can hug him.
Yes, I'm giving him a hug.
I pull in Fanroll so deep that it goes all the way in. I don't fucking care.
Was
Huh?
so sweetie, Neil.
You too, buddy.
Wise guy just like he gets close to Vanderbilt. And I think Wise guy like puts a hand in. He doesn't.
Puts a hand in it like.
He just puts his
He's
and,
like,
and he's
Go
and
team.
the small guy with these giant hands. The gloves.
He's trying.
As you all embrace underneath the misty sky, in the hopes that tomorrow, perhaps there will be a sun instead of just the gray that you've seen every day. And there's a moment of peace as you forget about what must be done tomorrow, if only for a moment. Is there anything else you all wish to do here?
Vanner
Or
will
do you-
say
Yeah.
one thing before they wrap up. So, Odessa,
Yeah, I'll let you go.
so are you are you planning to have this be your last cigarette? Your last smoke?
It's the last one, yeah.
Well, it'll be my last one too then. I'm not gonna smoke anymore. Not without my smoking buddy.
You certainly try, mate. But hey, if you pull it off, it's pretty awesome. I already quit a couple times, it ain't easy.
No, it won't be easy. But I mean, if you can sacrifice yourself, then I think I could stop smoking.
I'll be watching. Maybe. I don't know, actually.
Might want to look away. I don't plan on being good anytime soon.
Just make sure this ain't all for naught, okay?
It won't be.
Okay. Goes without saying, thank you.
Thank you. I definitely wouldn't be able to do my job alone.
No hours. Without you. You know what I mean.
Give a sad nod. That's all he has to say.
And with that, is there anything else you all wish to do?
I think I'll try writing my name. For once, if someone wants to help me do that.
Do you want it on the tomb, I'm assuming?
No, I just don't know how to write. I'll spell my name.
Ah. Which language?
This one.
Ah, common, okay.
He makes the easiest looking one. You're like, okay, the fucking base language. Okay. During the night, as you can practice with this, if anyone wants to do anything to try to help, we're gonna do this, and this is probably gonna be the last roll of the campaign, as it's going to be an intelligence check, and you'll have advantage on it.
Oh
Right,
no.
Right. If anyone has anything interesting they want to do to add on to
Yeah,
it,
I'm gonna
it's already
guidance
help
her.
Action. You can guidance, fantastic.
Get that gambler
You can
dice in
feel free
there.
to flavor it up, whatever you want to be. Finger gun from Wise Guy.
Hell yeah.
I'll say that she's just riding with some charcoal that I pull out of the cooking fire.
I'll grant that super advantage then. As wishful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go.
can have 3 rolls and a D4. That's pretty good. Do one more, just in case.
Just in case.
Because you're
Oh.
not that dumb. A 10 intelligence is actually very smart.
No, you're smarter than Gloria.
No, it should have been 6.
Pretty smart.
In retrospect, I would have made it 6.
Add roll a D4.
18. I think.
Then add a D6 of my reaction ability.
Okay, add a D6.
Yeah.
Right name really well.
Hey. 23. Michael Jordan.
And with this, and perhaps you carve it on the log that you all have used to rest many times, but you are able to carve your name, Odessa, as you've learned to at least write your name. One final gift left to you by this party of unexpected friends.
He writes it like that. Haha.
My turn! And Piddle, if you'll allow him, will write Piddlewick nearby as well. And he'll put,
Yeah.
he'll put a jagged heart next to between you and his name.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys. I don't know how that means Odessa, but thanks.
It does, trust me.
That doesn't say, I don't know, fuck or something, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn it, I wanted to write my name, not, oh, whatever.
That's the difference. You're good.
Yeah, that's actually the same in common.
Yeah, it's Abyssal Odessa.
Don't worry, you spelled
Huh.
it perfectly.
I fucking believe you, mate. Punch you on the shoulder.
How?
Like fucking
Sorry.
hurt.
sorry.
He's fucking so strong.
Sorry.
Was had to steal the last roll of the campaign, didn't she? Fucked up.
Alright, I'll insight.
Yeah, that's
There it
it.
There you go.
There it is. And then that's where the punch comes in, and you can feel your shoulder just kind of go out of socket a little bit. You're like, oh, motherfucker. You're like, oh, sorry. You know, fix it.
Sorry.
And with that, and feel free to continue to add on whatever you guys would like. But unless there is nothing else at the moment, let us do a little break. And then next we'll be at the Amber Temple, where we will be turning the final page of this story. That was a
Empty my
good
bladder.
Good job. I think you guys did a good job. That was some good shit. I liked all that.
Yeah, it was. That was good.
Good job, guys. That was a good time.
Time for a bio break, as Brennan called it.
How'd you guys like the memory ordeal of like your past stuff?
No, I
had-
tried.
Shit, man.
Really? I had to stop myself because I could have just keep going.
There's so many
Yeah.
memories.
So many memories.
I tried
Reminds
to
me how
do
long
that.
we've been playing the campaign.
That's
Like,
what
it
it-
doesn't
I
even seem like
This is
it.
those are all pre-Emil and Vandal memories too. This is so much shit happened.
That's because then technically I could you went on to the newer stuff, but I thought it'd be better to get the older stuff because obviously we remember the newer
Yeah.
stuff right away. But some of
Yeah.
that, there's a lot of that. Like yeah,
It's good stuff.
good.
It's
Oh,
also
I
cool
also had
that
a-
when someone's recording, it's going to be immortalized for.
Oh yes, sir. I actually forgot we were doing.
Yeah, I had a quick question for Emil and Nathan. Are you guys okay with me posting this? Because I have a channel where it kind of posting recordings of our sessions now.
I don't mind.
Cool.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Awesome. Just making
Cool.
sure.
Yeah, thanks for name dropping their real names.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I'm sending this to your job, so
It's,
still be good.
Jared Kushner, so Jared Kushner and Nathan
Good.
Nathan Smith, right?
Billion.
And your social security.
Billion,
number,
yeah.
Isn't Nathan
right?
Billion
Nathan
Posterity,
Yeah, Nathan Fillion. That's the only famous name that I can think of.
It was hard to
Current
think of a name as
address,
Nathan.
volume.
And Nathan's a decently common name. I was surprised. There gotta be somebody some other. I thought of Nathan's in real life. I'm friends with. I almost said that one. I was like, oh no. I like Jared Kushner though. He's my favorite. Which I what? Is that
You're gonna
Trump's
edit this
brother?
out, right?
Is that Trump's brother? I don't remember.
His son-in-law.
That's son-in-law. Oh, is
Yeah.
that Ivanka, the one he wanted
Yeah.
to fuck his wife?
Yeah.
Husband. Yeah.
No,
wife.
No,
So,
I
that
said
goes
I'd
to show
fuck her
how
if she
little
wasn't my
I know about
daughter,
stuff.
okay?
I know so little about the world. I actually thought that was his name. So good job.
Kushner, isn't that his name? Or
No, I
That's
thought that
pedo.
was actually Jared's name.
oh,
I have
Jared
no,
Meadow.
I had no clue. I've
Oh
never.
yeah, I don't even know why that Jared. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I've probably heard his name when like I've heard about fucking his wife fucking her dad or something. That's how the hell I know her.
How do you spell Kushner?
Probably is it? I'm sure
Kushner.
he's pretty famous. Okay, I'm gonna ask real quick, but I'm sure.
I
You
100% thought it was gonna be a C and not a K.
I mean, if you type Jared, he comes up, but not. Yeah, there he is.
Jared.
You know,
He used to be
I know
fat, but
about-
now he touches kids.
I know about him.
Subway.
That motherfucker ruined my name.
Wait, I forgot. Does Nathan have good ones? He does have some good ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
be
taking a
right
break. I'm gonna go pee.
Let me see. Oh, actually, this is perfect for Nathan for this campaign. Look at this. Oh, wait, no, it's him getting beat up. Never mind. Nathan is the thing getting beat up.
Backers.
Yummers.
I got popcorn. Yummers.
Yummers.
I am.
I am here.
You guys want to do something crazy? I'm assuming you all seen this movie. You guys remember the movie I, Robot?
Yes.
No.
It came out 20 years ago, dog.
Bro.
Isn't that crazy? I saw that on
Dude,
Reddit
isn't
today.
it supposed to take place in like 2016 or something?
Maybe I
It's
don't.
something, like,
I don't. It's
super
been a.
crazy
It's been a
close.
long time. It was part of like a meme where like if you know it was really helpful in iRobot how all the bad robots turned red, and then there was like racial profiling and like jokes or whatever something like that. But then I saw one
When
version
does
like 10.
iRobot take place? Da-da-da. No, it's the year 2035. We still got time. We still have time.
In less than or 11
We're
years.
gonna
And
have-
what I saw
have-
for how old it is, the seat. I don't. It must be CGI. It looks pretty good.
The CGI looks great. Still.
Like it
I
looks
heard about
solid for how old it is.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Good. Lord of the Rings CGI is kind of nutty how good it is.
It's well,
for the
it's
time.
not. It's not fair. If you compare anything to Lord of the Rings, it loses. In my nerd opinion.
It just it
CGI
worked really well
wise?
because they did a good job and they mixed CGI with prosthetics.
Dude, everything, bro. The outfits, I mean, the
Mhm,
story isn't
mhm.
book, but like, there's really every single part of it. Like it won so many awards for a reason, dude. It's so crazy. It makes things look like like Game of Thrones was like awesome until it got bad, but compared to Lord of the Rings, I don't think it's not even close.
If you just look at the CGI of the scenery alone, it still is
It's so good.
decent, bro. It's pretty good.
I think there's only
Amazing.
one shot, and I think it's Samwise running
Or-
into the mountain, and it kind of looks
I'm
weird.
sure there's a couple goofy stuff. I'm sure there is, but,
But otherwise, it's
Especially-
really good.
Especially when you watch the extended edition because they didn't edit a lot of that stuff very well.
yeah, you get some extra content.
Mm.
Yeah, it's worth the extra content.
Another good one is how good Davy Jones looks from Pirate of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
That's
a good
getting
one.
pretty
Fire,
old
dude.
now, and he like that looks.
What, 2008 or something?
He could come out in a trailer tomorrow and like for a new movie, and I'd be like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it's good CGI.
Just look at that, bro.
Alexa!
I don't know if we're waiting anybody still, but apparently it has to do with when directors and CGI people work together and you plan it all out, and like you don't have to force the CGI people to adapt to what's recorded or whatever. If everything's lined up ahead of time, it's a lot more work. I don't know if that makes sense what I said, but like it's there's something the director did in Pirates of the Caribbean that's why it looks so good.
I think
That's
that's
why
what they
new
have
stuff
to
looks
do with
shitty.
things like the original Avatar, why it took so long for the movie to come out.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
But
pretty
like
good.
that's why like a lot of newer stuff they outsource a lot of stuff. There's different studios working on the thing at one time, so they had to have to react to each other. It's not a whole lot of like working together, and that's part of why. At least that's okay. That's a theory, but I believe it. Skeleton transformation looks a little old, but very good for how old it is.
Still like it though.
It's still very good. I mean,
I like it because it kind of gives me the vibe of like, yeah, this is like technically a kids movie, but it's good. It's like very fairy tale feel.
Dude,
On the
40
regular,
is so
aliens.
bad.
I've heard the new Aliens is very good.
It was
I'm not.
really good.
Oh, I want to go see it so
I've
bad.
heard it's sad. I've heard it's very brutal. Like
Go
it's just
see
it's
it then,
they
AJ.
don't like. There's one character that just gets abused nonstop. It never ends. And this poor character, I don't know nothing about it, but it is a rough ride. I'm sure you know. I'm sure
Yeah.
that means it's bad. We just laugh. We can't even talk about it.
You wanna go see it with me, somebody?
You come watch it at Cinema One Plus.
Gotcha.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Is it out
Yep.
currently? I'm assuming then.
Yeah, it
Yes.
probably leaves soon. I'm assuming it's been out for a while.
Eef.
Probably
Okay.
does.
I'm
Anyways,
fine.
Are we waiting for anybody? Are we good if I keep going?
I think we're here.
It's okay. Okay. As you guys, I know I know technically with some of your guys' powers, it wouldn't be exactly like this. I know like technically on like camping on the traveling road, like you guys probably just teleport differently, but so like as you guys approach, you're not teleporting inside the temple. It's gonna happen outside of it, unless you guys would like it to be inside. But I'm gonna show you guys what's happening, and then if I'm missing anyone, let me know because there's gonna be a lot of tokens here, and we're gonna go back to an old map. This probably will make some people sad, but it's not as there's not as many people here, but this is what the tokens were that were outside this map whenever I looked at it the other day.
Yeah,
that
it was
I-
post Fana.
That's what post Fana, and then Valen was still around at this point.
this is where it took a turn.
I love this map, dude. It's so cool. One sec. You all probably use some teleportation device to walk through trees to get close to where the temple is. You guys cross past the Rhymespire Canyon, where you remember those massive ice pillars when the rock chased after you and crashed into one as one broke down and raced after you all. And you guys see the remnants of that massive icicle still there. Another thing you survived. As high in the unforgiving snow-capped peaks of the Barovian Mountains, where the wind howls like a chorus of lost souls, the ancient, foreboding structure of the Amber Temple looms ahead, its walls a sickly golden hue, glowing faintly under the dark, cloud-choked sky. The entrance, a gaping maw, exuding an aura of malevolent power, as if the temple itself is eager to witness the impending sacrifice. As each footstep you take, Odessa, one more step to your fate. If I'm missing anybody on this map you guys think should be here, you can let me know. As you see a variety of people that have joined the Amber Ritual.
He joined me.
Of course he is.
Friedrich came with you. He's emotional support. He's kind of staying out of it, but he stands up with you. You got Esmeralda and Van Richten. You got Zulenka standing with her husband Emil. Madame Ava, Casimir, Arabelle, Petra have all traveled together. You notice that Blinsky is fucking so upset because he knows what Pitlick's going. Blinsky's so sad. He has his. I should have had his monkey here. His monkey's with him. He's hugging his monkey. If you guys do not want Blinsky here, he can go away.
He's fine. He's
Jack
for
Black can
Pitlick.
watch.
He's here for,
in a way, he was the catalyst for us surviving so much.
in a
Some-
way.
Dude, like
Yeah,
how many
kinda.
times did Pitlick save our lives? Like,
He deserves to be here for sure.
And Blinsky is so upset that the best toy he has ever had the pleasure of working on will no longer be allowed to be played with. There is Victor standing with the captain of the guards of Balaki, along with he stands with it's been a while, but Stella watched her Um, the woman I freed her mind? Was it Wisp or was it
With the
Vanro?
with greater
I,
restoration.
th-
It was. I don't remember.
I
It
thought
was
it was
Wisp, I think.
Vanro.
Wait, who we talking about?
Stella Washer. That was the woman who acted like a cat. And Bob
Oh,
broke her
that
mind.
was Wisp. Was it the
That
Admiral?
was
Did he have a scroll? It was you. Okay.
I have a
I
weird
th-
thing
No,
where
I
think it was
gave
Vanril.
I gave Victor the scroll to res his father.
I think Wisp
And I
saved
figured-
Okay, so
Well,
Wisp did.
well,
stuff.
it was you guys had, I believe, because you had a scroll maybe you got from within Saint Andrew's tomb, but it was you were able to bring back Nikolai Washer. Who
Yeah,
was
that's
able
what
to
Vanril
rally
helped with.
people
I
out.
remember you had me roll an
I'm back.
animal handling check on her because she was a cat.
I know Fana wanted to come bring her back, but she wasn't strong enough at the time.
Hmm.
No, you guys found it was.
I think I ended up fixing her for Fana.
I was looking at the player character channel. Off the storm, Jesus. Tyr is here, along with Muriel and Davian Martikov, as well as Chulain and the Seer are here, the Druids. Oh, and Darovich as well, standing with Emil. But unless I've forgotten anybody. Odessa. Oh no, actually, as we start this, I'm using the Gregorian music, AJ, unless you wanted that other one we talked about. I didn't hear it, but
Gregorian's fine.
we're going classic. I think that's the other one's a little sad. This one's also sad, but
It is
like
sad.
it's a different type of sad. But that other. Let's see. No flute. We don't want flute premium. Nice. Good flute.
Good boy.
Odessa stands at the forefront of a group of battle-hardened people. Her eyes are fixed on the temple, her expression a mix of sorrow and determination. Her breath forms wisps of vapors in the frigid air, clutched tightly in her hand, or in your arms. A small, delicate figure, Piddlewick. There is a strange calmness in his eyes, counter to his normal chaotic ways, as if he understands the gravity of what is about to transpire. Behind Odessa, her companions form a protective circle. They are a diverse band, each marked and scarred by the trials they have endured in this cursed land. The air is thick with tension as the heroes begin the ritual to bind the true devil of Barovia. Vampire, the aspect of blood. Wisp begins chanting, her voice resonating with prideful authority as she chants the ancient incantations. And it's up to you. I'll go to Volmarad next. If there's anything in particular you wish to do, Dalen, you are welcome to it, or anyone else as well, like Katash stands with you. Or I can continue on. But I give you a moment here if there's anything you wish to do, and I can give you information if anything's needed, or I can continue.
As Odessa is probably like stepping up, getting ready for the ritual, Wisp will, for the only time in her life, probably say anything like this. Glory guide you, Odessa.
Given
And then she'll
up.
probably start pulling out those notes that she can cast start the ritual.
And as you see, Odessa gives you a nod, and this is a strange feeling, Wisp. As you let go of pride in this moment, and the magic you bring forth is not of the Witch Queens. Instead, it's more of a divine origin. For a moment, you share the same power as Odessa. As you begin to perform the ritual and golden magic begins to hum off of you. Is there anything else, Wisp, you wish to add?
That should be it. She'll step forward and get ready.
Volmarad. He raises his arms, extends his wing, and draws upon the raw power of the arcane, the magic of the shadows that lurks in this domain of dread. He begins weaving the energies into a complex spell that glows with a deep. And what color is your magic at this moment?
It's like almost like an inky black as it comes out of his hands.
Others stand around, readying their weapons or magics, as you can all feel a heaviness in the air. As soon something will arrive. Is there anything you would like to add to this moment, Volmarad?
Nope, he just prepares for whatever comes next.
Okay. As the ritual progresses, the ground begins to shake beneath your feet. The wind picks up, swirling snow and ice, a chaotic vortex around you. The Ember Temple responds to the magic with a low, ominous hum, as if the very stones of the ancient structure begin to awaken. Odessa turns to Piddlewick, her face softening for a moment, as she continues to walk forward with him, and begins to step within the tomb. Is there anything in particular you're doing at this time, Odessa, and with Piddlewick?
I have to like turn his crank to put him to sleep, right?
So yeah, when you get in there, you can talk to him, and then he's ready. That same crank that you woke him up with, you were able to put him back into a resting state.
Good night, baby. Close his eyes. Sort of swaddle him. I still have my fucking capes, so I swaddle him with all my capes. I speak to the holy symbol. I say, you better be fucking watching, mate.
You feel a warmness back that gets hotter and hotter the longer your comrades perform the ritual. One thing you notice, the rest of you, as she walked forward, which each step, for a moment, there was a silver wing and a golden wing that appeared from her body, but then begins to recede as she enters the cold tomb. And Piddlewick gives you an understanding look, Odessa, as you put him to sleep and swaddle him. With a final, lingering glance at her friends. Is there anything you wish to say in this moment to the rest, Odessa, as you begin to lie down?
Witness me. Witness me.
I see you, Odessa.
We will never forget.
We will stand proud.
The ritual begins to reach its crescendo as the heroes of Barovia pour all their strength into the amber binding. The air around Odessa shimmers with power, the ancient magic responding to her sacrifice. As she lies down, now bound by the magic, tears begin to fill her eyes as she looks at Piddlewick's sleeping face. It is then
that you see it. The creature of darkness manifests. Do one thing real quick. As Vampire is manifested, the creature attempts to strike at you all, but instead begins to turn into more of a dark mist as he becomes a plume of thick smoke that rushes towards Odessa. She begins to scream out in agony. But for you, Odessa, it is only a moment. As you then just feel immense cold. But then it begins to get warmer. A golden light appears as you stand before a familiar figure surrounded by golden sunlight. Welcome, my faithful warrior! But do not let that fire out within you, girl. For the last time, scream! Scream and let out your rage! Do you participate, Odessa?
From what I got, I need to rage, and I do.
And you begin to rage. Back in the material realm, or back in the waking, you all look on in horror. Vampire's nightmarish presence tears apart Odessa, ripping limbs free and bursting through flesh as red-black tendrils explode outward in a shower of blood. These tendrils then connect to the torn limbs and begin to bring them back to the central body, a twisting mass that forms at the heart, the center of the vessel Odessa. This new form that is now both Odessa and Vampire constantly shifts and twitches unnaturally, never holding still as it attempts to break free, squirming and screaming, this mockery of life. You all are unsure if the creature truly is out, if Odessa's sacrifice was for nothing, as the creature begins to attempt and climb out, as you see it has these deep red evil eyes. But then, like a shockwave, you all are briefly blinded by a silver and golden light, and Odessa's familiar screams of rage push through. Her innate radiance burns away the malevolent creature, as you now just feel the warm divinity in the air that Odessa channels. And now, only one of the eyes is red, and the other golden, as Odessa and Vampire become one. In this brief moment, Odessa takes control, keeping herself within the tomb. Tyr moves forward, acting quickly, using telekinesis as he lifts up the heavy lid of the tomb, dropping it on the sarcophagus, and for a brief moment just before it closes, you all are able to see Odessa's face. Odessa, what's the final expression that they see on your face as it becomes all darkness?
Whenever she rages, she, like, smiled gleefully at, like, a gleeful smile of rage.
And the last thing you all see is a gleeful smile. It all goes silent as Vampire is now sealed away, and so is Odessa. Some of you turn away from the horror of what has happened. Others remain staring. But then, after some time, you all will notice the air begins to shift and change.
as in the sky, a light begins to pour out, surrounding the mountains. Give me 1 second. Oh, I should have shown this earlier. I can do the transition. So as you guys look from the top of the temple, this is what you see as you look over the deep valleys and mountains of the high Barovian cliffs. But then the light pours in.
Is that? I've never in my life seen anything so beautiful. Could never imagine it would be such a thing.
The sun. The light.
Ah, my eyes.
And you all see what Odessa's sacrifice was worth. As Odessa, a hero of light, has returned the sun to Barovia. You all bask in the sunlight. And then Wise Guy begins tugging your one piece of your clothing, Volmarad.
Hey kid, quick, it's time! Take out the staff! Conjure all the dice you can! Roll them down the mountain!
He will do exactly that. As he pulls out
As-
the staff and gives it a twirl, conjuring dice
As
now.
you release all the power you can from the staff, you all are probably distracted. Like Whis has such crazy past perception. She probably notices. The rest of you, like Emil, you've never seen the sun before.
Never,
And
never.
as you hold on, and the dice begin to roll down the mountain. However, they disappear before they land. There is then black beams of light, similar to the beacon that once shined at Argynvost, that begin to appear from all around Barovia as they shoot into the heavens. You would know Volmarad easily enough. These are each of the places that you place anchors. And then appearing in front of the mountains, a figure begins to take over the sun. Give me 1 second. Because I get to play a special theme music. There he is. Is appearing in front of the mountains, taking over the sun. A massive figure begins to manifest.
Good work, boy. You did well. Now let's see what the dice have to say.
Probably all the people you guys are with fucking look horrified. You guys probably were waiting for something to happen. Jesus, he's here. Yes. He then you see he takes out a 1d20 and he begins to roll it as it bangs down the mountain. There's a bit of like a cliff that falls and like a I can't think of the word right. An avalanche. There it is. Begins to form as the dice rolls down. Volmarad, you probably look on gleefully.
This is what he's been working towards.
It bangs around the mountain until you all see it lands on a 20.
Now look at that. Seems with your help, we got a critical success.
It was all
Now
worth it.
it's time to take this dreary place somewhere new. Hold on, kid.
And his laugh begins to fill the air as you all see the mist that once surrounded this land begin to go wild, spinning like a tornado. You're all on the edge as where you guys ended up on the mountains. You're on the edge of one of the fog walls. You begin to see flashes through the mist of what looks to be another place. And it then begins to get violent as trees, rubble, various debris along with even splatterings of blood, begin to rupture and crash through the mist, almost as if this world is crashing with another. It all
What is
then
happening, Bad Roll?
give you a moment.
I can't say.
What?
It's up to the dice to decide.
And the figure continues to laugh above you, Emil. The debris continues. Well, Barovians, welcome to Dalton. As on the top of the mountains, you all see a magnificent coastline that was not there before. As the sun continues to rise. Thank you all for playing, and congratulations, for that was the Curse of Strahd.
Thanks, Corvo. Thank you, man.
Yeah, we did it.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you,
got it.
Tanner.
Yeah, thank you for hosting. This was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys liked it, and we're not done yet. As now we're going to do our new Vegas ending slideshow.
Victoria.
Did you think that is what you were doing, Alec? Because what you just did fucked with the world hard.
No, I didn't think he would like relocate Barovia somewhere else.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
gonna
awesome.
explain it too. As Barovia is now fucking in Calcatesh, and I can explain.
Yes!
Cool. It saves me a lot of walking home. So I'm
It's
fine.
my wildest dreams
Well,
come true!
And this is the thing that I knew would affect all your guys' epilogue choices so drastically. There's no way you could have planned for it. 'Cause I'm sure everyone's will now change based on what it happened.
Honestly, at first probably freaks out, then probably sees the sun and like everything's chill and is like, well, that wasn't so bad.
I told you, it wouldn't be too awful.
I thought you had doomed us all there at the end.
I'm no dreadlord.
He just falls,
an,
he just falls down on his knees because it's so spectacular.
I'm no dreadlord, just a bit of an agent of chaos.
He was a pretty funny guy.
Okay. I like this map that we're on. I think it's fucking cool with the sun rising. I'm gonna take us to how are you doing, Odessa, with your character? And it's okay, AJ, if you're being quiet.
He's muted. He's crying.
That's fine. I think that was it's sad, but I think that was a very cool way for Odessa
Awesome.
to complete her story. Here's a little bit of, I'm going to go through a couple little things, but here's, you guys have crossed this map before multiple times, but now it's their sun. This is where that gnome was at. I see it with the sun's return. Give you guys an idea what Barovia is like now. What Odessa has created. And I gotta turn up flute a little bit. I forgot the font, so it's kind of quiet.
The first times he became a fucking demon. He has to see the sun again.
That's true. You're like,
Yeah,
God,
good job,
God
bro.
damn, this is fucking annoying.
okay. So I think let's go to our world map. So I need probably you tell me to point you out where it fucking is at.
Don't write it over good, dude.
Okay. So to let you guys. Oh, look how long
Yeah,
we've
it's
on
been a
this
hot
one.
minute.
There, you guys are down here now.
What?
Okay. So Calcatesh is much bigger than Barovia. At one time, Barovia was in Dalton. You guys vaguely learned about this back in the early parts of the Tome of Strahd, and there were a couple little things here and there, but it for sure was never fully explained. But it seems as if Dalton was a part of Barovia was part of Dalton at one point, but Strahd and Vampir's actions pushed it to the Shadowfell. With the Gambler Black's power, he moves Barovia to southern Dalton. As they morph together, somewhat violently, a number of people die in this fusion. Yeah. There are southern Dalton. There are a variety of new names for locations, and it is up to opinion on if you're a Barovian or Daltilian, on what you would call them. As you see the mountains you guys would be in between now. I took away the like in between the mountains.
Mhm.
Okay.
Between the two mountains.
So
This is
The
where
Fang,
Kashi's from.
and he's mad. So the one mountain range was called the Fanged Hills. That fuses with Mount Gakis. Mount Gakis was where the Amber Temple was. That is this mountain right here. This is where the Amber Temple is now located.
Look at that
Ooh.
forest Emil gets to run around in. Oh my god, he's so
There
happy.
it is. Mount Baratok fuses with the Howling Hills, this mountain range. Howling Hills originally where I believe you were from, Wisp. As this Mount Baratok they fused together violently. And that's Mount Baratok, that's where you guys got here. Above the Get Raw Cave and all the past Lake Zarovich. Castle Ravenloft Mountain fuses with a place known as the Crying Hills. That's roughly in this area, and that's another smaller mountain range.
wow.
But that's where it's roughly in this area.
Let's go better space now, then.
Arc.
Yeah, Barovia kind of takes over. So I have like let me get my imagine this area. This is Barovia now, including the Dark Gate, because we're gonna talk about Dark Gate, because Dabarak's fucking mad. The war started. Okay. So, Dalton becomes involved with this. Dabarak, I mean, becomes involved with this ordeal immediately, being so close to the Dark Gate. The Dark Gate is a barrier to keep out the terrible things within the Dark Country of Dalton away from the militocracy country of Dabarak. The Black Gate now here. Do you guys remember the massive gate whenever you entered Barovia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fuses there. A
Oh.
number of Dabarakian soldiers are killed in this. It's a catastrophe for their people. Let's see. But that is where that is the gate. So the entering into Barovia would be their one entrance. A little bit of Dabarak, because we haven't talked about that too much in other games. But Dabarak is one of the things they're most famous for is there's a silver dragon there known as the Lord of Blades. Dabarak is a militocracy, and they have a warrior king. But it's believed the true ruler of Dabarak is the Silver Dragon that sits on the silver throne, the Lord of Blades, and leader of the Steel Saints. He becomes involved greatly, as long ago the Silver Dragon Order marched into Dalton, and it seems they have an ancient origin with this Silver Dragon and the Knights of Dabarak, and they wish to get involved. The Steel Saints, I believe we've never dealt with this faction before. But they are servants to the Silver Throne, to the Lord of Blades, who is the current bearer of something known as the Silver Scepter, as he bestows the power of the throne on various great warriors of Dabarak that have proven themselves worthy of his blessing. The Witch Queens get involved as well, as it seems Pride wanted Baba dead, and you learn that she had thought with Strahd dead, the mists would leave, and perhaps Barovia would return to where it belongs, as the queens have some plans for Barovia of what was these lost treasures that they never were able to get a hold of. And that is why, Wiss, you needed to destroy Strahd for her, as she hoped it would bring back Barovia. She was kind of right and fucking wrong. And Baba needed to be dead, as they did not need to deal with any sort of competition. And she used the powers of the witch in disgusting ways. The queens will move in to see what power they can claim. I have one thing. Now, we already went on the world map. I wanted to show the mountain ranges, because I got this, as this is Dabarak marching into Barovia.
Ooh.
I like this art.
I like the
Very
birds
cool.
are white and black. That's cool.
It's our slideshow. Okay. So the queens will move in to see what power they can claim, as Barovia is full of amazing and horrifying things that the queens would love to have. Most importantly, this includes they want the Amber Temple. Uh-oh. This begins a major conflict with Dabarak. Amber Temple's a bit closer to them, but it's in their country. Dabarak marches into Dalton. Dabarak and Dalton go back to war. Most likely, this also leads to the Sun Soul Order being restored. Very likely by Katach. As you learn, the Sun Soul monks many years ago fled the temple to the material realm to keep their people alive, what few of them were. That is why there were Sun Soul monks within the forest of Dolton. Many of their teachings were lost, but the order did survive, as they did all they could, as we never got to this part in the tome, but Strahd entered the Amber Temple and slaughtered every monk he could. But luckily a few survived, which led to one, an orc monk, entering the mist, gaining his brother's blade, and destroying him. The temple must be protected once again more than ever, as various powers vie to gain control of it. And most especially now, because Odessa's inside, bound with Vampire. The World Wanderers, the Night Guard, the Hikari, various factions are caught in the middle of this, and tensions run high. I mentioned the large gate, the dark gate to Dabarak, and this fuses with the gate that we all enter when we begin our campaign, and this quake killed many Dabarakian soldiers. This changes a bit for Vanril because he can disagree, but the Gambler Black wishes for Vanril. Well, actually, I'm going to whisper this part. I'm going to send you a whisper. It's going to be in roll 20. How did I word this? Okay, I send you a whisper.
Whoa, really?
That's fine.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I should have before just be safe. Okay, the Gambler Black wishes for Vanril to take over the Fistani and spread the strength or spread the influence of the Gambler throughout Dolton and other places. This ordeal that has happened has given the Gambler Black immense influence in Dolton and results with a conflict with all parties involved, including the Black Pantheon, as the Gambler Black takes one more step forward to becoming a true god. Everyone is mad at him.
I love it.
Full chaos has come to Dolton
Yeah.
as Barovia becomes its southern section.
Mm.
Unfortunate for many, lucky for some, there is a thing that gives Barovia some breathing room for a time, as the Creeping Death goes on a rampage. As a reminder, the Creeping Death is one of the, I believe it's like an epitome, I forget how it is, a weird word, but it's like a being of nature. It's the aspect of gluttony in a way, a mile-long spider swarm that lives in the webwoods. And it is just it's like a tornado. It's a force of nature, and the people of Dolton greatly respect it. You don't fuck with spiders in Dolton. But the Creeping Death goes on a rampage. And this prevents much of these various forces to get close to Barovia for some serious time, as, in a way, a new wall surrounds Barovia. Many Barovians decide to build ships and sail over the abyssal oceans, rather than risk entering the forest of the Creeping Death they quickly learn about. Some are able to navigate past it here and there, as the Creeping Death is very much more focused on the Witch Queens moving through their lands and the Davarak soldiers, and it's full chaos. So many Barovians decide to build ships and sail over the Abyssal Ocean. Many decide to stay as well and build up Barovia. The people who leave bring a great influx to the next major city in the south of Dolton, a place known as Bleak, which is located on a small island to the south of Dolton. And that's where many of the Barovians end up. The next thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to talk about various places in. Oh, and this is Barovians leaving. Isn't this sweet?
We finally get to leave.
Are there any questions about the list of all sorts of crazy things I just dropped? Or next, I'm going to talk about each particular major location of Barovia, what's happening with them.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Kresk. Kresk becomes ruled by Derevich until the Kreskov boy you all saved can become old enough to take his rightful place as the Kreskov family line. But in the meantime, Derevich leads the people. The abbey becomes ruled by the mongrel folk, who are mostly self-reliant, and still is a horrible place. That can change based on some of your guys' choices, though. But right now, the mongrel folk own that place. The Wolf Den, led by Emil, stop their kidnappings of Dalton, and instead, and this is up for you to change as well, Jared, they may become defenders of Kresk because of the various, well, the relationships they build in the war against Strahd. As they
Yeah,
become
yeah.
defenders of Kresk, and they maybe even help coexist with the Abbey, as your people have a strange kind of kinship to the mongrel folk as you are werewolves, both being humanoid and beast at the same time. Maybe something to think about for your epilogue that interests you, but you might be able to help them coexist together. Or maybe you take the savage route and you kill all the mongrel folk. The winery, ruled by the Mardikovs, and wine begins to sell throughout Kalkatesh. Odessa Uggs in her tomb. This this delicious new wine, uh, with such a with such an amazing history, such a great tale that you can tell while drinking it. And the wine is even more delicious now than ever. With the Fey gems replanted, this gives a life to the soil. Even if the Fey are mostly gone, they could be completely gone. Some believe they still remain in a way, but the seeds still give great life to the soil, and this wine becomes incredibly popular, and it's difficult to get because, well, in Dalton. Um, Yesterhill becomes a sanctuary for the druids to remember the old way. They do have a hate for the demon that saved them, but they have a deep hate for Volmorad, who took away the mountain fame. They do not act on it, and it's a conflicting thing because they have, without you, none of the good things would have. Strahd would still be around, but because of you, she's gone. But many of them still believe the um, the mountain fae remains within the earth itself, and they stay to themselves mostly at Yesterhill, remembering the old ways. The Amber Temple, a lot of this depends on some of your choices, Katash, where the Sun Soul Order is very likely reborn.
Oh yeah.
After a bit of time, you are able to release the animal forms within the gray bag, and they become spirit animal protectors of the temple.
I
like-
love it.
That's fucking awesome.
I
This is the
love
happiest
that.
ending.
The
Ar-
Panther.
Argynvossold is very open-ended. The only specific thing is the Steel Saints and the Lord of Blades. They want it bad. They want to go in to go check it out. They don't even really know what's there. A lot of these remains, they don't know all the things that you guys know. But apparently, there's some connection with the Silver Dragon Order and like the neighboring country, and like, yeah, and they want the Argynvossold. So that's something you guys to think about. If there's anything in particular you want to do with Argynvossold, and it's okay if not. As of now, all the revenants have been able to pass. All those poor souls can move on back to the live stream, back to the dream. Berez is another one. It's kind of up to you guys. It may stay as a haunted swamp. The witch queens wish to go there as seeing what they can collect from the witch that ruled over within the mist that is now gone. But Berez is another pretty open-ended one. One could go about even restoring the city of Berez if that's something you guys wish to do. That's Berez is very open-ended. Vallaki. It is now ruled by Victor and Stella Washer together, as finally the Valakovich and Washer family join. Milyoff, the gravedigger, strangely ends up becoming the priest of the church, learning the ways of glory, but he is more of a warrior priest. But he does take up Father, I believe it was Petra. I forget is maybe it wasn't Petra. I forget the father's name.
Other dead guy.
I'm kind of curious
Petrovich.
now.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know Petra's the Vistani.
Petroleum.
It was. Oh, I was kind of right. So it's Father Petrovich.
Oh, I was right.
Not
I got it right.
Petrovich.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Father Petrovich.
Lucian.
Yeah, Donovich. I think was the last name of the first church. That fucking dickhead.
That dickhead. He died in a fireball. It's fine.
I love how he survived so long. He has great survivability.
They basically stood at the
made it
beginning
all-
and died at the end.
Let's see. He would have been around if you guys ever like explored the dungeon and stuff. He was there, but it was we were he got what he deserved. Okay. Yep. So yeah, Milyoff ends and Milyoff takes great care um of the orphanage there. Along with the Reformation Center never returns unless someone wishes to enforce that. Balaki no longer has to force smiles like when the Baron was there. Now it comes naturally. The Vistani. A lot of this will get talked about in Volmarod's epilogue, ordeals and details, but they become like most likely ruled greatly by Volmarod, and they have a new lord over them instead of the devil, as now there's a gambler black and there's a fiend. They begin to worship, and they probably fight this for a bit of time, but they learn to accept it. They begin to worship the gambler, and there ends up being an interesting kinship between the ways of the Vistani and the ways of the gambler black. The Vistani, through their long connections with Barovia, maintain their gift as travelers through the mist, as they gain the ability still to become mist walkers, and most of them can navigate the various mists that pops up at times in Dolton, and they can go to other dread realms.
Oh.
This also becomes somewhat of an issue as other creatures from the other dread realms continue to appear not super commonly, but common enough it's a problem. So in a way, in Volmarod it can kind of affect this a lot and even say no to this. The Vistani become protectors of the mist in a way, as attacks from the dread realms they stand against. And even at times people go through the Vistani go through the mist and maybe spy on some of the dread realms and keep report and see what's happening. But they are the ones that are truly able to protect those that come from the other worlds.
General's up for it. That sounds cool.
The windmill, technically owned by you all, as whoever had the deed, if you got buried with the desk, you fucked up. But you guys technically owned the horrible bone grinder windmill. It's up to you guys what you wish to do with it. If you do not wish to do anything with it, very likely becomes destroyed and burned down by the people of Valaki, as fuck that place.
That's fitting.
Volmarod will open it back up. We're back in business.
Hey,
boys.
and that's thing, and you can if you want. That's kind of thing. Like, that's kind of
No,
windmill's
I'm
another
good.
open-ended one. But if no one pushes it, the people of Valaki probably have like a party around it. They burned that bitch down.
I like the burning idea. Volmarod will
Raven,
join.
Ravenloft and the village of Barovia are incredibly open-ended, as all of their leaders are destroyed. I don't have really any notes specific for Ravenloft or the village of Barovia. I have ideas for things you guys choose to do nothing, but in particular, that one is up to players. The
I
village of
have some
Barovia and
ideas.
Ravenloft. Go for it, you guys. Those very open-ended. Some of your main companions.
It's where
Here,
Katash's people should live.
who knows? That might be a fun thing for you guys to talk about. Ravenloft and the village of Barovia are they're ghost towns now. Like you guys probably, I know we talk about like one day doing a one shot through the dungeon, but like for you guys in this campaign, you probably go through Ravenloft and clear out the remaining annoying creatures and the various treasures and stuff in there. But it's not like there's a lot of everyone's gone. Same with the village of Barovia. Here, the simulacrum will return back to the original, located at the labyrinth at the Sickened Sea. He can't thank you all enough for freeing him and allowing him back to return back to his master. And there's great joy from this individual. Van Richten and Esmeralda, unless you guys have different ideas for them, they travel to Darkon, and they will do what they can to deal with the Lich King. As Van Richten is going to now, seeing what has happened to Barovia, is going to try to save his home. That is the final main slideshow-like notes that I have. But if there's anything you all have to add, ask me questions about, feel free as my slideshow begins to come to an end.
Does all this suddenly happen in the other games? Like, has this happened in the world totally? Like, syncing up the other games?
Don't ask about the Academy. Academy is loose timeline because that's the campaign that's supposed to go on for years in game. Agents, yes. It happened. It's modern time. It happened. Their cannons are fucking lined up.
Oh shit.
I gotta think.
So
I gotta
it
think about
just
a lot of
happened. Shit just went
Yeah,
down.
it happened.
Oh, that
probably-
is really Rakashi's pissed
we're-
as fuck. Dude.
We're probably the thing is I thought about we probably won't talk about it right away on Tuesday. You guys will learn eventually in game. You guys are so far away that I don't think you guys feel the quake.
Yeah.
No,
But
news
you're
doesn't
gonna
travel
learn
that fast.
It eventually will, but you're right. It doesn't we were like kind of in like eventually it will travel though, and you guys will learn. But yes, it lines up exactly. And timelines are always loose if I ever feel like I need to extend things. But based on how it goes, yes, this happens this happens now in our canon of World of Calcatesh. Agents, the collector, yes. Pirates, yes.
Dope. Pirate is pretty close to this. Actually, all of it. We're actually not far at all.
I have a
We get to
lot
see
of
some
things to
haunted
think about.
seas, maybe.
I don't think
Cool.
maybe because part of me also doesn't fully want to commit to that because I kind of want to move away from the haunted stuff because we've just done it for
Some
so long.
Extra
I-
haunted pirates. is
I
fine.
always add horror. I'm gonna have a ghost ship at some point. I always have horror stuff, but like
I
we
could,
just
I
had
could
so much-
definitely see Barovian showing up in Copper Cove, like refugees
Well,
or whatever.
Dude, we raid the Barovian ships as they try to escape.
Uh-huh.
No.
And I can go back to and the thing is, I've been sitting on this for so long. It worked out so well. If you look at the calculated map with Dalton, it's like literally perfect matching up with Barovia. Like the two mountains, the
Mhm.
gate. It's so perfect. And then Bleak, to give you guys an idea, this is where a lot of the Barovians go. And it's like this place. It's
Like they
so
go
it's
to a place
Bleak.
called Bleak. Their hosts are
Yes,
Bleak.
I love that place. Bleak.
That's pretty cool.
Are there any more questions or anything you all wish to add?
Emil would stick to his promise about keeping that place safe, so he would really try to keep
Well,
anyone away
and
from
you
him and his
you
pack.
know more than most. Like the people like Dabarak, the Witch Queens, they don't they don't know the things you guys know. They might eventually will learn the things, but if if there's a random group of soldiers that enter the Amber Temple and just start opening shit, that's so bad.
man.
It's
That's
so bad. like, please stop them. Don't let them.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I'm just excited about setting up the Order of
Cool.
the Sun Monks
I,
and then traveling there every
on-
once in a while.
Honestly, even Vandal would probably help with keeping people at the Amber Temple for a bit. Just
Good.
help us for Odessa.
All of us in
Hey,
our own little like pockets all
Odessa.
help each other in that one aspect.
I think it's
like,
very
please
cool.
don't fuck all
Stuff-
this up.
Stuff like this is why I
Stay
knew like
friends.
this is like a crazy chaotic thing to happen, but I
We
didn't
honor
think it shit on
Odessa
any of your
forever.
guys' endings. I think everyone is gonna be like I thought you guys would like it.
That's
thought it
cool
was
as fuck.
chill.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
thought Odessa would be the only one because before I knew these dudes had right, I thought AG would message me and be like, "Hey, should I be mad about this?"
Like,
I don't think-
kinda.
That's probably what I would have said. I'd be like a little bit, but it's kind of cool. Like,
Sunlight's back. I'm happy.
it's an
I'm
interesting.
shocked.
It's
It was-
I like it a lot.
Odessa was the ultimate hero.
Well,
Like
Very
the
pleased.
ultimate was the
Yeah.
best.
unless.
hero.
Oh, and I thought you would like it. I love the spirit animals in the Amber Temple. I
That's
love
fucking
it.
awesome.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought that was so cool. Unless you have anything more to add, once again, thank you all for playing, and congratulations for that was the Curse of Strahd.
We beat Strahd. We beat
Dude,
Strahd, boys.
dude,
We
he
beat
said it.
Strahd.
Dude, he said the word.
Thank you for hosting.
Yep, thank you
It's
for
fun.
playing,
Thank
my
you.
man. I'm glad
Thanks
you
for
liked it,
hosting
dude.
for a
You're
year and a
welcome,
half now.
dude.
Right?
Long
Very
time.
long.
It was
It was an
it's-
awesome time.
Good awesome
I'm
sessions.
It's been
glad.
great.
I'm glad you liked it. I hope tonight. I think it sounds like you did. I hope you guys. I knew there's a lot of me talking at you guys. I hope it was you guys enjoyed because there's a lot of me just fucking going at you. But I feel like it was.
It's all just the fruits of our labors coming.
Yeah, it's worth it for the happy ending.
And I think it reminded me so much of the Fallout slideshow the way I set it up. So I just stuck it with that. As soon as I was going for it, I was like, dude, it's just like that. And I started getting art. Like I like.
Also,
Actually, we
why
didn't
did
finish
the
that. I like this art a lot.
Gambler Black's theme song sounded so much like the Breaking Bad intro.
It's so good, dude. I love his theme. And I love the whole thing, dude. I love it. I like how he brings D&D mechanics into the game.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite part about it.
it.
He's all cool in general, yeah, but he makes it actually. I love this art too, dude. It's so cool. You guys got like basically the best ending. Maybe bringing Barovia in this situation is iffy. I'm happy it happened.
I love it.
It's a dark place. There's always gonna be dark stuff going
Anarchy.
on, you know. I feel like that's not that big.
I think it's so fucking cool at bringing it back
Look
into
at all
the
the
world.
monsters. All the monsters you can bring into. from
Oh,
Ravenloft?
dude,
Yeah,
it changes a lot.
it's true.
Well, the thing is, it does and it doesn't. Luckily, Barovia and Dalton they're so similar.
Yeah, that's
It's
probably
more of the
connectable enough.
it's a lot of like what it really affects. Like agents, I don't think it's gonna fuck with agents too hard. Pirates, I also don't think it's just gonna be little cameos here and there. Now, if we do like a Dalton game, or if we ever do a Dabarak game, those are big time like ordeals.
We need to go to
Then I
Dabrax
gotta
sometime, man. I'm curious.
Dabarak's well, I know I've thought about. I need to have a campaign there's awesome, dude. Horses become nobles. If you're a war horse, like a really good one, you can own property and shit because horses can talk there and they speak Canter.
Wow.
And they,
No.
dude, they
That's
tap on
sick,
the ground with their hooves, dude, and it's an actual language like Morse code. Dude, it's
Nice.
awesome. So good.
Morse
There's like the
code.
centaurs are like they're still decently rare, but there's a lot of centaurs there, but you don't get to see them a lot. They're really special there. Uh, they have a fucking warrior king where literally the best warrior of the country becomes their king, but also Lord of Blades, so where dragon kind of rules. We don't get warrior king's cool. It's okay though. I had Lord of Blades art. You guys can see him. Where is he at? Oh, and this is gonna be epilogue for next time. It's a little early to see this, but
Curse
like
of
that.
Epilogue.
So that was funny.
That's fucking awesome.
And that's just Strahd's horse just chilling.
Bucephalus.
I love that so much. Curse of
That
Epilogue.
is awesome.
It
There's
was
a epilogue.
it was fun playing with you guys. I think I'm gonna say goodnight, but
Good night,
Yeah,
my
thanks for
man.
playing,
Thank
man.
you for
I'll see you
playing,
guys.
dude.
It was fun.
Thank
We'll
you.
grab some dinner too. But yeah, thank you.
Well, yeah, no problem, dude. I'm gonna show if anyone this is what the Lord of Blades look like.
I want to see that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Ooh.
He looks sick, dude.
So,
He's so cool.
so
If I need do you want me to make it big again, Jared?
yeah.
There it is.
So cool.
Well, I guess I can do this too, or remain. Cause I just have his like, yeah.
Big.
I love his art.
That's so cool.
And there, if you're like a good enough warrior, like Steel Saints, the swords they use are his scales. He pulls off one of his scales, and you get to use it as a weapon.
Serious?
Dude, he's
Sounds
so
fun.
cool. He's
That'd
so.
be like the one campaign to be so cool for like most of us to play like fighting characters.
Yeah.
It is
That'd be
militocracy, dude. It's so like it's a country based purely on like strength. It's a little fucked up because if you're weak, like poor guy, but like like
I
it's
love that
just-
we just crushed a bunch of their
Weak
people,
people
then.
carry the water.
Well, that's the thing. They're pissed,
Awesome.
dude. At the gate, they had a lot of soldiers. They have a whole encampment. It's like it's a whole thing. It's a fucking big gate. And it fused it, and and imagine that'd be such a brutal death. They probably don't feel a lot of it, but it's like worlds colliding, and they get fucking squished. That's the spatter of blood.
A
I
whole
struck.
bunch. They lose a whole big, huge chunk of army. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it was it's a big deal.
That's a
So,
big
like,
deal.
So a lot of the things I described kind of happened. I wanted to tell you guys a lot of future stuff so you can plan your epilogues around it because this stuff takes a while to actually happen. Especially the creeping death slows down a big deal. The freaking, it's so dude.
Everybody's like, is I'm panic for a moment to figure out what the fuck even happened.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
I love the idea like they send off Wisp to fucking deal with Strahd, and then suddenly a good chunk of the country is just Barovia.
Well, luckily, like Wiz is from Wiz probably hates Dabarak to be honest. We never talk about too much.
Yeah.
Anyone who's if you guys are like part of Dalton,
Witch
you
Town's
like
like
Dalton.
super far up high, up north. So
Exactly, and they have to travel
Yeah.
directly through the webwood, so that's what the queens are probably annoyed. And you can't just directly fight; it gets worse. Even they just can't just nuke the creeping death like swarm. I can't get too much into it. 'Cause, like, we need to experience one day in game, but it's like it'd be like I want to blow up like
It just keeps
Like-
coming. I'm assuming like
it just does yeah.
you
It's
just
like
make shit worse for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine like a tidal wave. And also, the people of Dalton
Eats everything
don't.
in front of it.
So, like, if you guys are in Dalton, and if you ever have like a spider come across like your tavern table, and you squish it, you're gonna get a talking to from the guards. You get a fine. You're not because it's a big deal. People think that every spider is part of the swarm, and if you hurt one, for all you know,
Do
you're
not
fucking
piss
bringing
off the
to
swarm.
them.
You're just summoning the whole swarm.
So, which I love that little thing. So basically, the witch queens, if they start nuking the spiders, the whole country's gonna turn on them. It's not like they can fight because queens are so powerful, but like you still got to keep some like, you still need the people to serve you. So I love it. It's so much fucking political dynamics and shit going on, and so much, like it's crazy.
Dalton's
I'm glad
definitely one
it's-
I want to go back to, like just full on Dalton.
It'd be fun. We just happened to do a horror game. And
Yeah.
Go to Dalton in their horror.
I think my plans changed a little bit, but not too much. But I do
Good,
have
that
some
makes it
new. I
easier.
have some new ideas with some of the stuff you've described. I have something I kind of like.
I had a feeling it would affect most people. I haven't heard from AJ in a while. How you doing, AJ? see here?
He's still muted.
Love you, AJ.
He's been
Thank
typing
you.
We'll
so
never
far,
forget you.
actually.
I'm dead, dude. I don't got nothing.
We'll remember
Man,
you
I'm
forever.
dead.
Do you have any thoughts or what? How'd you like the things I described for your ending and everything?
For my ending, stellar.
That was
Stellar.
awesome.
I can talk about you with yours, AJ, for your because I know yours is more restricted.
I don't
But-
want to hear any spoilers about it.
Yep. See you, Jared.
See ya,
And this
friend.
is it. See you, Jared.
Hi, Jared.
You get to let's see. I must have it on another. Okay, so we're gonna go. I don't know if you ever have been to the Prismatic Bridge, the Rainbow Bridge before, AJ, but that's where we're gonna go. And you're gonna. You know what? I can show you guys because you guys might have ideas. It's hard for me to remember everyone sometimes, so I think it's okay to see this. It's not gonna be fully set up yet. Where's my dream realm? There it is. Because basically all like so back in at the Amber Temple area, the idea was all the people that surround you, those are all of like the allies and such that survived and made it through with you. Here is going to be all the individuals that did not survive. So
Oh man. It's a
if
fucking
there's a
dragon.
lot of them, well, that's Arkenvost.
Yep.
And I have a little thing with him because he goes somewhere else. But so AJ, you're to be doing this. You're gonna walk. We're probably gonna have a little thing with Glory before this, AJ, so you can talk to him. So you have any questions and stuff for him. I also like when I get to roleplay Glory. He's just fucking.
He yells.
He's just Frederick.
Yeah, a lot of it cut
He
out.
said something
'cause they
about
were pretty
raging.
loud, but he said something
yeah,
about rage. I was like,
Oh,
yes.
so-
da, da, da.
Oh, if I ever cut out, you guys are welcome to let me know because I'll do it. So what he said to you, and I won't yell it this time. Welcome, my faithful warrior, but do not let that fire burn out within you. For the last time, scream, girl. Scream and let out your rage. And he started raging and yelling with you.
Nice.
He finally
I like that. I
talked
like
to
that a
you.
lot.
Fucking Goku
Yeah,
moment.
I
I
did
like
too.
that.
I loved that part a lot. We just so screamed it. And then that was when at the same time the material around, they're seeing the fucking horrible ordeal, your body's just getting torn apart. And then that's when you rage and you reel it in. I think it's so cool, dude. They need to make a movie on what we made, dude. It's be so
I'm the most
Hey, you're a
happy
fucking movie
that,
maker.
I'm the most happy
Yeah,
that
I'll
Lancelot is here. He's a
Yeah,
Well,
true
Lancelot, Irina.
buddy. But that's the thing, if there's any, well, yeah, I go so up like Odessa. Piddlewick is loosely here. I'm gonna have him here for fun, but technically he's not dead, so that's up to you. I'm gonna leave it fully up to you, AJ.
Whenever they release, if they release Odessa, they release Piddlewick, Greater Evil.
Oh, I could have told this to Jared. I'll message him, but I had Faina and Valen here because Faina, if there's stuff you want to talk about or say, because I don't think you want to go to the Hall of Heroes. I think you're gonna go with them to the Matron.
Yeah, Faina would go to the matron.
So, is any little scene you want with the matron in particular, or anything you want to talk with Odessa? Because Faina's going to be here. She can play Faina again, even if it's just for an epilogue moment. But she is. I mean, she's able to. All these are all the people that Odessa's able to free from that procession line of to Vampire. Valen's here. Busty's here because Busty became a person.
Yeah, Busty's fucking badass.
We didn't get this much in the Tome of Strahd, but this is Tatiana. And then she's with Sergei.
Wait, so Tatiana and Irina exist?
They're two different people.
Oh, okay. I thought they were the same soul, like reincarnated.
It's
complicated.
yes and no. It's an interesting question if you actually want to dive into the epilogue. That actually interests you. It's an interesting question, but you do notice maybe Faina questions.
Faina would definitely be interested in that.
Just be like, bro, look at this line of other Tatianas all the way down.
Faina's pretty fucking smart. He might have an idea on it. So.
There is
Oh
here.
yeah, I can't wait to talk to Faina, dude.
Do you guys remember these three? The middle one you have never seen before because she was a ghost.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the fucking kids that starved.
Yeah.
The Durst children. There's Zulenka.
Hey, it's our boys.
Or Zella and Scran. These
Yep,
are
the boy.
there's the and there and I have to in case we got to this, I could try to get a human art for all the other revenants. It's just hard. Or I could just put all their skeletons on there. Like technically, I kind of want to get real art for him, but I like his current art.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I want him
needs,
to
some
try to
art.
cross the Rainbow Bridge and then trip.
He trips and
Oh.
falls.
Well,
I
I'm
never made it!
not gonna say anymore. I have a couple ideas, and you guys, I'm showing this as well. You guys can always message me ideas for fun.
Pretty funny.
It's been a long time. There's Kavan is going to the Hall of Heroes. Skenis and I think Dimitri, I believe. This poor bastard. Ismark had a rough campaign, dude. So did Irina. Irina had it worse though.
Jeez,
yeah,
they,
Arena
they had it
way
pretty
worse.
shitty.
Well, Ismark had a tough time. You guys just didn't see a lot of it. Oh, down here, these are the this was the
Good
old.
boy.
So the old man who died during the
Mhm.
feat of Saint Andrel, his wife that was killed by a Fistani. I
Kathy
believe that's the story.
Bates
And then
got
there's
fucking lightning bolted.
there's Toad, I believe is what's his name.
Oh, the executed kid.
The kid that got killed.
We
Well, yeah,
didn't help
there's
at all.
yeah, well, there's the woman that got caught in the red lightning from Strahd, and she walks with the priest.
Mm,
Uh, there's Falcon and Erwin Martikov. There's the Hunters.
hmm.
And I think I did a pretty decent job of getting the main people, but I'm sure I'm sure there's people I forget 'cause there's so
The
many.
7 cats that we killed.
Yeah, all the cats.
Well, Victor just brings them back to life, and he's got all he has cat skeletons going all across.
Is
the
Victor's
city
dad
now.
here? Did Victor's dad die again?
Nikolai.
Victor's dad, no. So Victor's dad is
Or-
fucking Baron Vargas. He
The
goes to
Baron,
hell.
yeah.
He's not with.
Oh, okay.
He's
He
very
goes.
dead. Victor's
Yeah,
dead.
Oh
Victor,
yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Whenever
Victor.
we killed it,
Not Victor's dad. Sorry.
Nikolai Watcher. Nikolai
yeah,
Watcher
yeah.
here. So you see that I knew I forgot somebody. The sons though, they're pieces.
I
of
guess
shit.
his
They go with-
father-in-law.
They go with their mom.
Mm.
You know what?
fuck his
Actually,
sons.
I'm gonna say Nikolai doesn't come here. Nikolai's gonna stick with his family. Nikolai was a good man, and he has the choice from Owen and Woad. I guess I have a little bit we can talk about. Like, I mean, we can go, but like, so let's see.
So if you're a good person, you could choose to go to hell for funsies. I like
So well, so all of you, we don't typically go through this. It doesn't always happen personally. It kind of just happens like they just do this. But the judges of where people go are Owen and Woad. Typically, individuals are sent to their deity's domain. That's very likely what happens based on your worship. Others, like Odessa, great heroes, get to go to a special place known as the Hall of Heroes. And there's a few other pocket domains and such as Lord Argynvoss the Dragon. He goes to a place known as the Dragonstorm. I don't gotta go too deep into that. That's some deep lore stuff. I think I'll talk about it a little bit. We dealt with Dragonstorm a bit whenever you guys fought the undead dragon last campaign in Fractured Isles. But some are even judged by Lord Death, Life's Gardener, but that's very rare. Some souls, if they're determined, are if they're real bad, I guess, can even be destroyed and used for other means. Some are forced into domains and become claimed by deities. Babylon does this a lot. Some deities can vie for a particular soul and force them in their domain, and it's a whole process depending on what it is.
What would someone like Vandrel get?
the book, because you don't die.
Oh yeah, the book.
You
You're
ever-
right.
You just get
So I
sealed and you
that's
go
what I believe. So I think that you become soul bound to the book, and then you can eventually, hopefully, break free when the next guy gets it, and you're like a Glabresu, crazy cool guy.
If you ever make Aronia, Alex, she's gonna have to deal with all this Barovia shit.
It's true.
So, Hall of Heroes. That was just about that. There is some individuals even receive personal islands of paradise, full of memories of their past and are with their loved ones. If you guys have seen Supernatural, it reminds me a lot of that in the way they do like some afterlife. I don't know if you guys haven't seen. There's like there's like these little like kind of like pocket domains a bit, and it's you and the ones closest to you as you relive all the best memories from your life. Some remain in a state of purgatory, wandering the dream realm. In our other campaign, you guys, I believe, encountered one individual that was such a person that was forced to wander, basically a purgatory. But this is all very subjective on the person. But those that must stay and wander the dream realm, that's one of them. They're not as fun ends, but maybe it's more fun than being grabbed by Babylon. But there's a little fucking lore shit about dream realm stuff. Odessa's easy. She goes to the Hall of Heroes.
Easy peasy.
I know a job I have to do. I don't believe I've. Oh, I did. I just barely started. Oh, you know what? I already showed you what the Hall of Heroes looks like, right, AJ? Because you've seen it before. I don't need to show it. I guess Alec and Daly, do you want to see the map?
Yeah, I want to see.
Joel.
Okay, I think you've seen it before, Al. Or that's the easier. That might be the session you missed. I began placing some people on here. I've not finished.
You know, I've seen this
Uh,
before. It's been about a minute.
The only time I think we
I know
can
that
come
guy.
here is
Oh, is that Leo?
that's Leo the Lion. Yep.
Hell yeah.
When we saw Mark's character die, right?
Yep. Whenever Pierre died, and then so something for you to think about, AJ, was one of the things you'll go through is you talk to the Throne of War. I love this guy's art so much.
That's so cool.
And it will it is going, and I would like your help as well, as it's going to recount all of your basically the greatest things you did in life.
Okay,
stuff-
I have
stuff
work
like
to do.
Well, so stuff I can't really talk about too much, is I have ideas, but like back, like if you did special things in the war against the Imperium, against the Trow, it's just notable things, and the Throne of War recounts the amazing things you did, and they can kind of be, some things might sound small, but it could be like a time where, like, say you saved a friend, and it really wasn't that big a deal, but it meant a lot to you. It counts, if that makes sense. Like, it's the most remarkable moments from your life. And some are obviously objective, like the defeating of the Dark Lord Strahd, not giving him the full title and all that shit. The-
You saved everybody's souls from vampire.
Yeah, like obviously that's like the big one. But it could be little fun small things too, like that mean a lot to you. Typically
Okay.
they're all themed around being a war. But being a warrior means so many different things to so many different people, which I think is cool.
I assume Valen would probably go with Odessa then.
Valen will also go to the Hall of Heroes.
Hell yeah. My thick-cheeked elf
Yep.
friend.
And I
comes
gotta,
with me.
I just briefly.
He's
Sorry, I think
human.
we so
Oh
a
yeah,
lot,
you're right. He always had fucking elf ears, and it threw me
yeah,
off.
a lot of glory followers go to the Hall of Heroes. It's very, very common.
The all of arrows.
I do love this art. I love the sun back. It's so nice looking, and that's the village in the background. I thought this I guess this is kind of, I guess, yeah, I guess this would be the last side. The epilogue is a different thing, but I thought this went real well. Good job at the campfire scene. I thought that was good. You guys did good.
I was worried I wasn't doing enough.
No, you guys did. I think it went really good. I mean, for sure we always thought that things can be done better, but I thought this went very well.
I actual ugly cried whenever Wisp gave my
Good.
eyes and fingers back.
I'm very happy with how basically everything turned out. I don't think I have a single complaint. Maybe there's things that me as myself I change, but like of that things happen in the campaign, but overall I think it went very good.
I agree.